Hi, you're right. Hi, welcome back to our second episode of Brits&Crits. Nice to have everyone back around the table. It's we've missed it. I wish that we could just do this every day. Obviously, massive thank you to everyone for the support for the first episode. It was wicked, wasn't it? Like we all had an absolute blast. Hopefully, you know, everyone enjoyed watching it. It seems like everyone's, you know, it's done a lot better than what we thought as well. Yeah. So we are really, truly faithful to everybody and the support that it's had as well. So, obviously, from last session, what a great time! Like, what a great time! It feels, yeah. We're a little bit more. Obviously, we're not. That wasn't going to be every week. The dress up. A little bit more chilled out this week. So, before
just got glasses stuck in my hair.
We've got obviously just a couple little bits and pieces to go over again this week as well. Hopefully, another really fun session for us laid out today. We've got a little bit from our sponsors again. Yeah. So we'll come back over to Gage the Viking.
Gage the Viking, yeah, that's my name online. So, yes, I'm more than happy to be again part of sponsoring episode 2 of Erthad campaign 1. It's genuinely such an honour. So, if you are interested in kind of like premium, high engagement, fun role play, this kind of similar vibes to what we have around this table here. I run premium D&D games, mostly online, and you can find me on startplaying.games/GM/Gage the Viking. That's me. I'll be a dungeon master, and I hope to see you guys there.
Check it out. Nice. And then we've got
TTRPG Treasures! So yes, I believe I let you guys know the web address last time, but here it is again, just in case you missed it. It is tt-rpg.com. That's where you'll find the finest of dice and dice bags and greeting cards, all handmade by my very own self. Oh no, I should clarify, not all the dice are handmade, but the dice bags and the cards and the little potions, all handmade by me. So, moving very swiftly along to the moment that these guys are all waiting with bated breath for. Whose week is it this week? Who's it gonna be? Ladies first, it's Rosie! Yay! So, here we go. Where we at? I've lost my box. Hang on a second.
More privilege that I got to go before ladies, so I don't know if I was included in that.
Maybe you've got something to tell us. I don't know. There you go, darling. Woo. I hope you like it.
Oh, sick!
That's
sick.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Watch my earrings.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
I love air hug.
Foot in the air.
Hugs and kisses.
Oh my god, open it.
Yes, so Rosie said to me very specifically, which was amazing for me.
Oh my god, guys.
She said about the
It smells
green,
amazing.
the sagey green and the red, and I was a bit like, ooh, this is going to be a challenge, how to fit those two colours together, but actually, they look amazing!
God, that looks incredible.
It does.
It's like a flower.
Yeah, it's wicked.
That is so
cool.
cool.
There's little pockets in there, yeah.
That's so on brand for
Yeah, OG
Give
tubes.
them a little
Look, hold on.
Oh,
So
man.
we've got like
That's really good.
Little leaves,
little leaves coming down.
little
now.
I'm so
nature theme.
excited for
That
everyone
red
else.
colour.
So you've got obviously you've got in the middle for your D20s. I found this out because I'm like a heathen, and I just had all of my dice together. But you've got little pockets here for all the other ones, so that
Dice
they go
bag
in
tour.
there, and it keeps it all neat and tidy. And then you just go like this. Whoops, that all pulls up, nice and compact. Lovely little bag.
I couldn't have asked for a better
Yeah,
little
honestly.
tutorial there.
That's so cool.
Well, if you want a dice bag that Vic has touched with her hands, then go to TTRPG.
No weird vibes though, right?
I think that definitely gave off some weird vibes.
But no, handmade dice bag, top quality merchant size. Get 'em.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
love-
Pass the bag.
There you go.
It's just the quality is like,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
I'm glad you like it.
I love it.
No, that's great. That's great. Really, bless your heart, Vic. Thank you. But yeah, so obviously another week, another story to tell. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to
Dive right in.
jump straight in, yeah? Let's go. So again, roll the intro.
Lost ones whisper, names once known. Rise and walk, return to stone. Fish may fade, but names remain, carved in wind, carved in rain. Brits and crits through dusk and dawn, sing our song when we are gone. Sing our song when we are gone. Flesh may fade, but names remain. Carved in wind, carved in rain. Brits and crits through dusk and dawn. Sing our song when we are gone.
Okay. And we are back. Last session, you guys were all aboard the River Warden, travelling down the Valestrand River. Slowly, each separate individuals going on your own lives and journeys, strangely got brought together by unfortunate circumstance. An imperial routine, what seemed like a routine imperial inspection, gone wrong when smuggled weapons were found aboard, and a ruckus being unmanned and unstaffed, were unable to really deal with the situation without looking for help from the crew, who couldn't spare any help, so then turned to you, civilians, being roped in and being called upon to travel further down the Valestrand and reach a Lieutenant Oren Vane, a half-elf, respectful man who would come back as the commanding officer and know how to deal further with the situation. Again, on arriving to the customs station, he could not bring further reinforcements bar himself to observe the situation. You travelled back upriver upon gentle probing from the lieutenant himself, and nice conversations. You had a moment, a few hours, to get to know each other on this river. Made your way back to the River Warden, where not all was left as you, not all was found as you left it. The three smugglers, we'll call them bandits, whatever, they were escaped. Confusingly so, as one of them seemed to appear to thrash his legs, and there was 4 guards to 3 men, but being able to overcome the guards and escape, 2 was left severely injured, 2 a bit bruised and battered. And again, questions started to arise. Lieutenant Oren Vane, who seemed a bit more pleasant with his directions, or his questions before, seemed a little bit more, let's say, suspicious. And that's where we've left. That's where we start. The deck of the River Warden, it feels a lot smaller now. The sounds of the river remain, however, the slow lapping water against the hull and the faint creak of our wood, but they seem too loud in absence of conversation. Passengers all huddled still beneath in the cargo hold. The main mast swinging in the oaring, whispering, kind of staring people at their feet. The bruised guards sit kind of now on stunt crates, bandages pressed against their wounds. One of them kind of winces every time he draws breath. The crews move with kind of a nervous energy, keeping to their duties but avoiding eye contact with any of you. Lieutenant Vane stands near the bow, hands behind his back, staring into the water for a long while. When he returns to the posture of someone who can barely hold himself together, but not from fear. It's almost like he can't afford to lose. It's a weight of failure. 3 men. 3 men. No allies, no backup, took down 4 armed soldiers. Escaped Imperial building, left a mark on this vessel that won't wash out anytime soon. He takes a step kind of towards the center decks, boots sounding like kind of sharp on board. You don't know what this means for us to lose to them, do you? Those crates that brought on board. The seals, the weight, they weren't moving stolen silver or pipe leaf. No, they were obviously transporting arms. Possibly, potentially, enchanted arms. Certainly bound for someone who doesn't want to be found, and probably doesn't want to go through the correct procedures. Kind of gestures to kind of bloodstains and the silence. See, we let them slip through our fingers because I had to pull away. I didn't have enough men because we're stretched like dying rope across the entire damn province. His eyes kind of flicker to each of you and then back away. There are 5 active Imperial checkpoints along this river. 5. 3 of them barely staffed. 1 of them unmanned. And I've just left the 5th one without a skiff. We're losing control of the waterways. And the Alliance knows it. His breath kind of slow, not dramatic, he's just tired, worn, pondering. This ferry will be continuing south. There's a town at the riverbank. Fordstead. There's a proper Imperial station there. Not a big town, no, not by any chance, but it's active crossing across the Vale Strand.
Who was that, sorry?
Fordstead.
Fordstead.
Yes, darling. Until then, all passengers, including yourselves, are to be held for questioning and documentation. It is a formality, you see, but it is a necessity. Unfortunately, due to being unmanned, you could be detained for quite some time. I do apologize. I hope you haven't got any pressing matters to attend to.
I do actually.
You don't anymore.
So what? How long is this going to take us? Because you're saying
Couple of weeks.
Couple of weeks.
We don't
To
have
go through,
half a couple of weeks.
you will, and I please, I do not. I've been just and fair with all of you. However, this is a very, very, very serious matter for the Imperial to take on. Now, we are going to have to run through and get documentation on every single passenger aboard this ship. That is going to take a considerable amount of manpower, time, and resources. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about it.
I'm so sorry. Is that going to happen here?
No. We'll take the ferry down to Fordstead,
Fordstead.
and everybody will be detained in that town for a couple of weeks. I'm sorry.
Is Fordstead beyond River's Edge?
No. It's way before.
Oh, okay.
River's
sounds
Edge
by
is,
me.
River's Edge is probably maybe a day or so
I thought you had
travel
someone.
away.
Yeah,
Fordstead's
you got
maybe
flight.
6 or 7 hours.
Oh, alright.
I'm sorry. Lieutenant,
Yes.
as an official of the ITG here, I have to say, my faith in the Imperial ability to keep traders and other passengers safe has been, quite frankly, shattered.
And you think that's my job to keep passengers on the ferry safe?
No,
That's the most pressing concern in a
your job is to keep the waterways safe as part of the Imperial.
Yes.
And you've just admitted you can't do that.
with difficulty.
And we have to pay the burden to be detained without being able to sell our wares for 2 weeks?
Yes.
This would cost a fortune, man.
This is the way that we will keep these waterways safe.
You say that it's going to take time to process everyone.
Yes.
Is there any way that, because we were so helpful in getting you here and helping out, we could perhaps jump the queue?
That's a very good point, dear. Maybe a couple of boxes of biscuits might sweeten the deal. No. No biscuits. We're sold out.
They were good, though. They were good.
It takes a couple of seconds. You just kind of like looks back and forth. Unless you're not passengers anymore.
No, we were off the boat, weren't we?
No. You was on the boat, my dear. Let's not lie.
No. I mean, we were off the
However-
boat and we got you.
Yes, you did bring me that report. You got me back here. You already shown more initiative than clearly half the most of the conscripts that I've seen this year. So here's a choice, okay? You can leave now. Try and see if you can pick up the trail of these people, find them, bring them to justice, bring them back to me at Fordstead. If able to do this, you will be deputized under imperial law and have no reason for questioning. I would have carried out a thorough investigation before sending you on this mission. This could take a day or two. Hopefully, I mean, if one's got injured legs, they're probably not far. This has happened, within the last hour. I'm sure a capable bunch like yourself will be able to pick up their trail relatively easily.
That's in our wheelhouse. One of us.
Absolutely,
surely.
yeah. I do a lot of
So
tracking
you
there.
want us to go and find these smugglers?
I mean, yes, if you help me. Listen,
Oh,
and he
God.
kind of leans in. I'm not often one for giving out favors. If you do this for me, I will be greatly indebted to all of you. Okay, if you bring this man to me,
Is it on top of the favour you already owed us?
yes,
Okay.
it is.
So a double
It's a
favour.
bigger
It's
favour.
a bigger favor.
A double favour.
Not that it is really important or anything, but would we need paperwork still?
Well, we have our coin.
Listen, if you do this for me, I'll ask no questions about who the fuck you are, and
Brilliant.
I will vouch for you moving forward. Okay?
I will
It's
do
better
whatever
to
you
have
ask.
the Imperials owing you a favor than for me to be asking who the bloody hell you are.
Yes.
Okay?
I mean, I'm an upstanding.
That's
We're all
Jack.
upstanding citizens. Yes.
That's not, that's
Yeah.
okay.
So we are bringing them back alive, okay?
Yes, of course. We need questioning. I need to find out who they are. I don't wish. They need to be. We need to follow. We don't kill.
Of course
We need to find out who they are, and we need to. If you can bring them back.
To the
Surely
Imperial
the six
Station.
of you are capable of 2-on-1. You should be able to handle 3, and bring them back to Fordstead. And I will give you a reward, and you'll have my favour.
You did mention at the start, mate, that there was it was an option. So what's the alternative?
You be detained. We go back on. You stay aboard the ferry. We go back to Fordstead, and you'll be remained for 2 weeks in the Imperial.
Could I still
Detention
fight
Centre.
if I was detained?
No. You'll be in the detention centre for 2 weeks. So it'll be
Well, I
prison.
think it's a no-brainer for me.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's a much
I
better
mean, I really
idea.
want to help the Empire out.
And
here.
we'll
It sounds
be
like
helping justice.
Yeah.
It is justice, yes.
Now my cargo can continue to Fordstead unharassed.
Yes, I'll keep it aboard. I'll vouch for you. I'll keep it under inspection. Nothing will be leaving the ship,
Yeah,
Nothing. including your cargo, sir. You will have to be investigated.
Did anybody say if they had any sort of weaponry on them, these people?
Well, one of them's lost his mace.
So I can take him. If he's still got any weapons, I'll fight him. Like,
I thought you were a fighter. Can you not just take anyone?
if someone's got a weapon or something, I'm not fighting that.
Do you have any
You're
like
mad.
shackles or anything, or stuff we can take to make sure that these heathens?
Yes.
Maybe a
and
weapon
he kind
for
of,
this fighter.
He
here.
goes back on the kind of, he walks down.
Well, I didn't-
Say kind of he has some. He doesn't go straight away, but he's like, we've got some provisions on the skiff that you can take with you.
I
Some,
didn't know how to use them, mate. To be honest
so-
with you, like,
Well, if you get like a battle axe, it's pretty simple. You just grab the handle and you just swing.
there's got to be a certain technique
Are
to
we
it, right?
getting
No, not really.
things to help us on our journey?
No, just whatever you can take on you.
I was going to say, there's going to be other guards on the way if we see them.
You
have-
keep
we have
keep
our
that
coin.
keep that imperial
Yes,
medallion.
that's what I was.
Yes, keep
That's like
keep
mine.
that until you see me. That will vouch for your authority. You have my name.
Yes.
Could we take just a couple of boxes of biscuits?
Have your
You
name.
know, for food.
Can we get
We do have
anything
your
written
name,
down
Lieutenant.
to say that you sent us with your name on it?
I don't. Does anyone have paper? And
I
pen?
do.
Oh, please.
So she goes in her little bag and she gets out this big old ream of paper and then she just takes a little knife out of her bag, cuts a bit off, and then in the fluffiest calligraphy you've ever seen, she just writes, "I, Lieutenant Orenvain, authorise these adventurers to be deputized by the Empire and to apprehend these known criminals," and then she writes like little descriptions of each of the criminals. And then she hands it to him with a flourish.
And he's like, oh, you're right. Very, very fair.
Thank you.
Okay. There you go. And he kind of passes it back. I mean, take the skiff, take the Imperial boat. It will be quicker, faster, more comfortable to row. Return. The captain, he knows a bit further details. They took another boat, rowboat, and headed east, back up the river.
They took
So-
another rowboat.
Yes.
Wait,
I imagine they had it hidden somewhere.
Wow.
They took the other rowboat off the ferry, I think.
wait. What? So you're telling me there was 2 rowboats here, so your captain could have just taken...
2 rowboats.
Am I missing something here, or...
No.
Because
that
I mean,
makes sense.
sometimes I do, but like...
I know not.
Right, okay.
Maybe it was part of the plan.
Could I have a word
An
with,
honest mistake, I
Officer
guess.
Kadish before we set out?
He's very, very, very injured.
Well, I don't really know what these chaps look like.
Well, like I said before, mate, one of them had a jagged scar and he had a shear dead.
What about the other 2?
Oh, well, I can only come for one.
There's this big one. There was two smaller ones.
There was.
You sound almost like someone else then.
Actually, I used to know a dwarf.
There
that
Are you
sounded
from
like
Nolde?
Have you got a brother we know?
There was 2 smaller ones and a bigger one. And that's all I could see.
Yeah,
One
the-
was bolder with his scar.
Yeah, with a scar down his jaw, on his right jaw.
Well, they were together, right? So if we find the big one, then we'll find the other
They
one.
can't be too far. If one is injured, they can't be too far.
And if there are only 3 in a boat, and we are 6 in a boat, and we have more oars, then, you know, against the current, we should be able to catch them.
Theoretically.
And I could, you know, look ahead with Binda.
I mean, they wouldn't have come down river because we would have seen them coming up river.
No, he said they went the other way.
Yes,
So they've gone upriver.
They went, yes, the captain said they took the last boat and went further up. I don't know if it's small, but I'm not entirely sure. The captain might know more details. He knows the waterways better than me.
Let's go and speak
Let's
to
go
the
and speak to
Got to
Faust.
be quick because.
Yes,
the more
let's
time
not
we
waste
waste,
any time.
the more time they get
Can I
further.
start getting the skiff ready whilst these guys
Yeah,
are
of course,
doing
of
some of
course.
the
Yeah,
stuff? I'll
so-
grab some biscuits, barrels of biscuits, box of biscuits. some
He
shackles.
won't. As you go to kind of take a crate, he's like, you cannot take any crates.
It's just, can I take some food out of the crate?
Yes, that's fine. Let me. He kind of comes
Yeah.
over and just watches you, kind of.
Yeah, I'll
Well,
take-
because he just doesn't want any
Yeah.
like barrels or any cargo to be taken from the boat.
How many can we use for this mission, Gilbert?
Well, they fill a grown man with one
Oh,
bite.
yeah, well, no, they don't. How many can we
12
take?
boxes.
They do not. They do not.
I'll
How
take.
many did you get in a box?
4.
So you get 4 in a box. Okay, so yeah, you was right. So,
I just grab like, you know, like
70.
as many as I can, and I'll go make sure we've got some shackles, some rope, stuff like that.
yeah, roll a d20.
2.
Yeah, 2.
Oh, how does this work? Humans get an inspiration.
I walk in persuasion or something.
How do they work now? Do you
Yeah,
know?
go on, read. You can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
is it to-
yeah, definitely.
What's that?
15.
Yeah, you get 15 boxes. That's about.
And yeah,
2024.
couple of pairs of shackles, and I'll just start getting the skiff ready.
Yeah, so you start loading up. Who's going to see Captain Falson?
I'll
follow
be
you.
You're going with.
I'll be with Russell.
With Russell.
Just in case there's any like hardship labour to be done
Yeah.
as we're doing that.
Yeah, so you just kind of helping him grab a few boxes,
Aye.
take them over. So who's going? You.
I'm following you.
I
Yeah.
am following King.
Yeah.
I'm just standing there watching at the moment.
Right, okay.
Make yourself useful, Theo. Come on, grab some boxes.
I'll reluctantly go over and look at the
So you're
boxes.
going with some.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's
So-
of the moon upon your journey, Lieutenant.
Peace be with you, brother. And
Yes. We shall
I
see.
do hope that you have success. And honestly, I will definitely owe you all a favour.
I'm sure we'll have them with you in a couple of days.
I'm going to attend to the crew. If you do need anything before you leave, come and see me. I'll be in the cargo. And he kind of turns around and kind of walks downstairs, literally leaving you now on the top deck with no one else but the captain and the helm.
Can I go up to the captain? So obviously, didn't know if I explained it earlier, but Gilbert's got a quarterstaff that he kind of has with him as his sort of walking stick slash weapon, I suppose. He wraps the quarterstaff on the wheel in a very teacher telling off manner. So he's like going, Faustin! Faustin! I am utterly annoyed with this situation. Do you know that when I tried to first reach out to you, said it had valuable cargo to go down river with, you assured me, don't worry, Gilbert, we have a fantastic ship, fully staffed with a team of professional sailors, and what a shit show it has turned out to be. Not only have we had to go off on some godforsaken adventure to a decrepit watchtower and grab this new person who's come across, we've now been deputized to find Broken Legs and the two morons that he was with. What do you have to say for yourself, Alston?
Maybe if you wasn't such a loudmouth, you wouldn't get caught out now, would you?
Excuse me, I have not been caught out. Who let undocumented crates
Well,
on their boat? Yes, that's what I thought.
There's a saying that we say, right, on the waterways. Stop shit creek in it. Right, what you want me to do about it?
It's up
I'm not-
shit creek.
Of course it is. What the fuck? There was no trouble from any of the passengers on this boat, and sir, you do have my humblest apologies. However,
Where did the crates come from, Faustin?
well, we got them from the fork station. I don't know. Picked up some travellers, seemed much like yourselves. We just let them on. Everything was fine.
The folk station.
Aye, just further up the river there.
You just let undocumented crates onto your boat?
Apparently so. I'll be having words with the boys.
Do you remember what my crates looked like, Faustin?
Not particularly.
Yes, because you wouldn't. They were fully documented with the badges of the ITG clearly stamped on them, front and back, as procedure.
Right.
Right.
Your point.
My God, it's like being
I don't-
captained by a hippie.
I don't think that we're getting very far. Really, the information that we need, if you would be so kind, is that
Much nicer way of speaking. I would say as a salesman, if you're trying to learn how to converse with people, you should learn a thing or two from this little bit.
I will be lodging an official complaint, Faustin. Official complaint.
yes, Gilbert.
With the ITG dockyards.
Just one
And if
moment.
you're not lucky, you won't be riding a skiff in the next year.
Oh, if only I could cast calm emotions.
Back by the end of the week, oh you don't fucking give a shit anymore. The world's gonna fucking shit out.
My God, this
So,
is awful.
the little dinghy that they got away in.
Yeah.
If you could give us any information about that, and also, the state they were in when they were heading out, how fast they were moving, perhaps any information at all would be very, very useful.
I mean,
Do you
it's made
remember
of
what they
wood.
look like?
It's a boat, goes on the water. You have oars, you row it. They went that way. There was 3 of them. What more
Do you remember what the smaller ones looked like? Did you get a good look at them at all, or?
It kind of won't look like a smaller version of him.
Mm.
Black hair,
Much smaller.
black beard. One kind of like a younger version of him. Longer hair. Not as big as a beard, a little bit of stubble.
Faustin, were you here when they actually overpowered the guards? When we
Aye.
left, everything was under control.
Alright.
Old Broken Legs was in the skiff, and the other 2 were held. How did it transpire?
Well, not really, it was just looking out on the waterway there, and next thing I know, there was a big screen. Big one was standing back up. And smashed one of the other ones.
Oh, so,
Grabbed his mace, whacked him a few times, and I'll fuck it off.
so his legs are healed then.
He
It
was,
makes the job
he was
harder.
wincing in pain, like he did have a limp, like he was,
Oh, alright.
I mean, he was back up.
Yeah.
But he was like, "Ugh," and I was like, "Ugh," and I've hit him a few times, and, you know, just like that type of thing, really.
Yes.
Kind of, like,
So the younger version of Alfred and Gilbert here,
yeah.
it had grey hair.
No.
No.
Like brownie,
Brown.
kind of like that. Imagine you had brown hair, did you? Fuck, bring it out. I imagine he did have brown hair. Bit of a mouse.
And then the other one. Any ideas about what the third one looked like at all?
Big cunt,
The-
bald hair, scar on his face.
Yes, I recall. So the one that you said was like a smaller version of him wasn't the bald one. That one had black hair, blah 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 blah.
He's not bald.
No, that is true. You're quite right.
He's got black hair.
So
He's
we've
a
got
little
two big
mouse.
ones.
And then there was the big lump.
We've got two big ones and a little one. Fabulous. But the
Any
second
more
big one's not quite
questions?
as big. No, thank you so much for being so helpful.
Just
Right.
one more, Falston.
Here we go.
How long ago did they leave? Wrap your head. I know it's
Maybe-
hard.
Maybe 40 minutes, an hour.
Only an hour ago.
Not very long. They were grabbing some crates. They grabbed a couple of things, put them on the boat there, and fucked off.
Did they take any biscuits?
No one wants to eat your shit.
Did they take all of it?
The fucking seagulls don't even want your bloody shite.
Did they take all of the crates that they don't hear?
I can't understand a word he's bloody saying. What
Did they take all of the crates that they brought?
when he was translating.
So, all Quinlan is asking is that all the crates that were brought on board by those ruffians, did they take them all away again? Did they all go?
That you noticed.
Maybe a couple. They couldn't grab all of them.
Pastor, what were you doing? Were you asleep when all this happened?
No.
You've just given up, haven't you?
Okay.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you what, young man. Man. You know what they do to captains who allow pirates onto their boats?
No, do tell me.
They put them on the gibbet.
Very nice. You gonna
Stretch
do
their
that?
necks.
You're gonna put me on the gibbet, are you?
Well, not me. I'm
Right. Fuck
just
off
a simple tradesman, but
But I don't
those
think-
imperial soldiers might.
Have you finished here?
Yes, thank you so
Gilbert,
much.
I don't think he's listening. We should go.
Well, I would say you've been helpful, but
It has been
He
wrong.
kind of like walks down. Just stand. These are crates.
Oh, you'll get in trouble. I wouldn't.
These are crates.
the
I'm just gonna
lieutenant-
make sure that they're protected where you're gone.
Lieutenant Oren! Lieutenant Oren! Does Oren come? Oh, Oren's here? I don't know if Elston's here.
No, Oren doesn't come.
Well,
You can maybe go and seek him out.
so this is the big moment.
I'm just gonna.
Gilbert pops out his leather-clad book. You better hope we return healthy and intact, otherwise the ski... Do you know that I have friends in the auditor department? The taxation department of the ITG?
No, I honestly, mate, I'll make sure that they're alright, okay? Enough of the jokes and shit aside. I can't be asked with any more fucking headaches from
Well-
the bastards, so... Oh, let's just... Yeah, I'm sorry. Alright? Let's call it quits. I'm sorry about the fuck on as well. I know it's been a fucking hell of a day.
Farewell to you, Fastlin. We'll see you soon.
Sorry. Ta-ra. He just
Right.
kind of goes and walks back at the helm,
Blessings.
puts his hand on the rail and stares out again at the horizon.
I think we need to go and
Yes,
grab
as
the
quickly
others.
as we can. Let's go.
Seems very flexible.
Right, can we all gather round? We have some updates from Captain Faustin.
Hold on.
Well,
What's your updates like? What do you see?
Can I go and check the boxes that were left over?
Isn't that what
The,
they've taken them.
yeah, all of
They take
the guards have like clearly instructed like none of the targos to be looked or touched or kind of
Can't
anything
even
like that at all.
look at them. No.
You can look at them from a distance. Roll investigation.
But they've taken the crates that they brought on board.
There seems that there's like one small barrel left.
Perception. 16.
Investigation.
Investigation. 10.
10.
10.
You can see a barrel with what looked like them kind of oil skin wraps. You can't tell what's on the side. You can't see anything else.
Right.
But one of the barrels has been opened, so you can kind of see that they
I
found
was
a
just
little
looking for
bit
that
more.
marking.
But the two crates that were there, they've gone.
There's no markings on the barrels. That's what.
That's what I was trying to
Doesn't appear to be anything.
Have they been stolen by the people who've left them?
It was
Yeah, the crates were taken.
theirs, yeah.
Gather round, people, teamwork, let's go. Right.
Got an update for us, like?
So you guys have walked now over to the
Yeah.
boat. You just kind of come down to the deck. You can see on the kind of as you come down from the main deck, there's the kind of crew are now gathered over in one corner, and there's kind of like a little surrounding of kind of 3 guards. What was his name? Officer
Kadish.
I can never remember his name.
Call him Officer Neil next time.
Officer Kadish, right? He's again nowhere to be seen. He's like laying out, getting missing. The other kind of officers are all just kind of gathered round, and Vane's kind of like talking to the passengers, kind of one by one. He kind of looks over at your kind of shoulder and kind of gives a nod of the head to all of you as you kind of make your way to the boat. Yep. So you guys are all together now. Yeah.
Okay, update from Captain.
Sorry.
Well, I don't think he'll be a captain for very long, mind, but Falston has said they left only 40 minutes to an hour ago. So, if we can get this boat in the water, we may be able to catch them fairly quickly.
Essence of the time. Why?
How soon, Captain, until we're ready to sail?
I got it as ready as I could have done in however long.
It was pretty much ready to go away from when you arrived.
Whenever you're ready, Gilbert. Whenever
we
you're ready.
should head off then, shouldn't we?
Could I have been looking out for any sort of weapons on the skiff that I might be able to give my good friend Borin?
There was a small dagger.
Right, Borin. I've got this for you. Yeah? This is a dagger. You ever seen one of these before?
Why, mate? I have I.
Yeah, well, you see, you hold it in your hand, like this. You got the pointy bit facing that way, and you want to point that at your enemy,
Beat.
and you do like this.
Oh, like
I
this.
just didn't really feel comfortable with, like...
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I'm
I
not
mean-
like you, pal. I haven't slayed... What are they called? Bloody...
Lions.
Sea lions or something?
I've killed everything, really. One of everything, at least.
Well, one of them things in the sea that you said
Yeah.
you killed. I haven't done that, mate. I haven't killed anything.
Well, if you just wave it, then people might be a bit more hesitant and come towards it. Do you know what I mean? It's
Like
like
an
a...
intimidation factor.
Yeah. One of
Oh,
them.
you die.
As long as you got it, it makes you feel safer.
I didn't have to use it, do I? You know what I mean?
No, really, you can just like, you know...
Deterrence.
Alright, like, make it look like I'm gonna use it. Because
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I haven't really got a clue what I'll be doing with it.
Yeah, I mean, you're a big, wide fella, so like if you're waving it around, you've got a lot of muscles, you know, people will be pretty scared of you.
Aye.
Just take it.
I'll take it. We aye. Cheers,
Yeah.
mate.
There you are, pal. Yeah, just like that.
Convincing.
Aye.
Can I do a couple of, like a fencer? Sweeps in the air, like, yeah, foot forward, yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, lads. but
Perfect.
We do need to get going right
Oh,
now.
well, we also
can-
don't want our
can-
friend dying.
We
do
can
we?
practice on the boat. Let's get the boat in the water.
We're good to
40
go.
minutes
Well,
behind.
can't it because you haven't rowed any time, but I've been me rowing all this time, so I kind of practice
I
shit on the
think we all
boat.
might have to be rolling to catch up with them with a 40-minute head start.
Now, I want to
Eesh.
point out that I am somewhat proficient at navigating waters. I mean, I've done it for a long time. So,
Somewhat.
I'm going to just throw it out there that maybe I navigate us through the river.
I mean, that would make sense. He is a captain, after all.
Yeah, of a ship. Yeah, I've done it for 10
I mean,
years.
You haven't got a
Captain of
ship though.
does not.
None of us are captains, are we?
Shipless captain.
No, I don't
I
have
would-
any
If
experience.
we're offering, things that might be helpful, I can, send Midnight out ahead to do a little scouting and see what's coming up.
And you can speak to the owl and see what the owl says.
Oh, I sort of see through her eyes.
Oh,
I can speak to
Well,
any
if-
animals though.
you can do that. Or you can ask the fish if they've seen a boat.
I can ask the fish.
Yeah, and you can tell me
Alright.
what you see, and I'll tell us where to go, and I'll help row. Brilliant.
Perfect.
We've got this in the bag.
Do you want me to ask
Shall
the
we
fish
get
now?
going?
Let's go.
Yes.
Everybody dives in.
Great plan.
I am
Yeah,
excited. We're
keep
going
your eye
on
out for
a
some
journey with
fish.
two
Ask them if
friends.
they've seen any
Yeah,
hooligans.
I'll just look over the
Let's have a look.
I'll look over the edge just to look for a
Fish.
fish.
Can I help her look for some fish?
Gift.
Doing this in the
the
ship,
boat,
or you
yeah,
still on the
we're
ferry?
in
No, when the,
Yeah,
when the
You're in
boat
the
comes.
ferry. If you pushed off from the ferry, yes.
Yes,
this is
yeah.
I'm
so,
looking for a fish.
So go on.
But
roll-
on the move.
So you're on the you're on
Yes.
the
I
move.
want to
yeah.
guide myself.
I'm
So roll a perception.
Can I give you a hand by kind of
Can I
like?
be roll?
Well, it's a movement there.
You
Ooh.
roll a
That's a
perception
fish.
as well.
Yes.
So am I the
Can
only
I
one?
give her the help
Want to
action?
roll?
You want me to?
Kill a bit.
Are you all
Cocked.
looking for
I'm not being a
No, I'm
dick.
rowing.
That's
Oh,
cocked.
who's rowing? 1, 2, 3,
I'll
4.
like it.
So the 4 of you are rowing. There's a small sail up. These skiffs are
What did you get?
quick.
Rapide.
They are quite quick. There's like a
Okay.
little sail that goes up.
19.
Although this
Good.
time
Do
you're rowing
yours.
against the current.
Yeah.
Okay,
Good.
so it's a little bit of there's a little bit of
Is the
resistance.
wind blowing in our favour?
No.
Right.
So
Right.
but there's 4 of you rowing. But and they do cut. They almost remind you of like a Viking longboat. Okay, but they're thinner and not as big. Yeah, but they're very short, narrow boats, quite wide coming out. So as you're rowing, they just literally cut through the water
So
as
is
you're
this
kind of going
is this
through.
the other rowing boat that was on?
No, this is
They're in
the
the
Imperial Patrol skiff.
Right. Okay.
Right, so but the way that they're started, they're much thinner, kind of narrower boats. They're really good for river travel. So
Built
you're
to
just
change
able
the
to, like, even with you rowing against stream, you're going quite quick. You've got quite a nice.
Do you
pace
want us
with
to
you.
roll to see if we can try and get close to them, or
No, no,
we
no.
just
So,
break it in?
how fast do you want to row
We
here?
wanna try and
so
catch
you
them
can
as soon
either
as
row
possible.
really hard, okay, but I would say after an hour or so of rowing hard, you're going to get tired from doing that. So
An hour.
you can medium pace, slow pace. So I'd say at a slow pace, you'll cover maybe 5 miles in an hour. At a medium pace, maybe 6 or 7, and then at a faster pace, maybe pushing 10 or 11 miles. So it really depends on how you want to
Well,
set
Captain,
pace.
I think you should be guiding pace because
We're
you
looking
know,
for fish.
We've got a nice
How
steady
long have
pace.
That's
things
4
work.
of you rowing.
We've got a nice steady pace because you guys don't seem. You seem to be pretty good, but none of the rest of you have done much.
Can
so
I ask all of you 4 then to please roll a strength check?
got a nice steady pace. I got a 19 on my perception before,
Just a straight
Okay.
strength, yeah.
Yeah, strength.
and then
16.
16.
15 for the strength.
17.
15 for the strength.
17 plus strength.
17 for the strength. 6. So as a group, you all manage. You do notice you sit behind Russell, so on kind of that side, it's a little bit more evened out because Grindon's moving the oars, but there's not an awful lot of oar there, if I'm being honest. So okay, sorry. So you're looking for fish in the rivers. Can you roll your perception again? Sorry, just
Again?
both of you. Yeah, roll your perception again.
Guidance.
18.
18, nice.
Oh.
2 plus 4. Well, is that 12? It's 12, it's 12. 12 plus 4, 16.
16.
Whatever your modifier is.
What am I doing? Perception.
Perception. 19.
I thought you were
Maybe.
2+4
No,
then.
Decent what?
Thank
there
you.
seems to be a few little fish in the river.
That's odd.
Really? There's fish and more, eh?
I'm digging the bits.
Hey, speak to that one. See if he's seen anything. She,
Okay.
the fish have genders.
I will find out. I'll look over.
This is when Neil's got an RP of fish.
This is amazing.
I'm so sorry.
Anyway, I'm gonna say. No. Oh, for fuck's sake. No. And I'm gonna put my finger in the water and kind of bring it up to the surface. And I'm gonna say.
Or animal
Hello?
handling.
Sorry?
Or animal handling.
Gotta see how attractive your little finger waggle is.
Mimicking the flap of a fish.
12.
12. Takes a little while, but eventually one starts to come. He starts swimming around your finger at first,
How big is it?
then kind of. It's not very big, it's only a little fish, like a river bass.
Okay. I'll say. Hi. Hi. Wait. What am I doing? What am I asking?
was a worm.
Asking if he's seen a boat with 3 people.
Have you seen a?
Small boat, little boat.
Hang on.
Thought she was born there.
Hi. Sorry. What's your name?
I mean, we don't really have names.
What's your name?
People call me Sebastian. What's your name?
Hi, Sebastian.
Hi.
My name's.
You got any worms?
I've got, She doesn't eat me. I'll be myself.
You can't trick me here. I thought that was a worm.
It's okay. It's okay. I've got a berry. Would you like a berry?
I don't eat berries.
Oh, sorry.
I eat worms.
I'll look behind and say, has anyone got a worm?
Well, you found a fish.
Fuck.
I have some biscuit.
Is there a fish?
Give me a biscuit, quick. I'll get a biscuit and I'll crumble it and I'll just put it in the water. Like fish food.
It's gonna like clog it.
It's not worms. It's not bad.
The fish likes your biscuit.
Right,
You know what's best biscuit?
I'll say, oh, I'm terribly sorry. We haven't got any worms. Anyway, hi Sebastian, my name's Thea.
Hi, Theo.
Hi, sweet. Stop. Where? I can't hear your number.
I can't get through it.
God, look at
It's
it.
a fish. It's a fish.
Stop laughing! I can't do it. I need you. Stop laughing.
Well, I just
Fuck's sake.
Come
Right,
behind
hang
you.
on. I'm not finished. I'll say, have you seen a boat with 3 people on it, with crates on it too?
I mean, yeah, there's lots of boats.
I know. It's a quite a vague question.
And I'm a fish.
I know you're very beautiful, Sebastian.
Thanks.
It's okay, sweet. They're really bad. Who we're looking for, and we're trying to do some good. Would you be able to
Hi
help
there, I'm
us?
Sebastian. Have you got any worms?
are you speaking in common? Like, do we understand what you're saying?
I'm not. You don't. I'm speaking. So I'm doing this. But on the phone, I say, hi, sweet. Right,
I
quick.
thought this was a worm.
Just like bite your finger.
Okay. Can I hold it? Can I and speak to it?
Oh, you're gonna drag it like outside of the water.
No.
Yeah, no, you pick it up. You start screaming.
Wait, I'm not. You're supposed to believe it. And I'll say,
Oh my god.
I'll
Fucking petrified.
fucking stop. I'll fucking wait, stop. I'll say, hi. Quick, have you seen a boat with 3 people on it with crates in it? They're really bad. One of them had a bald head with a big scar down its face. Have you seen it?
I mean, there's lots of boats.
Have you seen this fucking boat? It's really it's a small boat with 3 guys in it. One of them's bald and has a scar. Quick.
I mean, there's lots of boats. Hi, I'm Sebastian. I like worms.
I knew.
Okay.
How'd it go?
Bye.
Bye.
Let it go. Let it go. You're not getting anything. You're not getting anything. You'll have an intelligence of 1 or something.
Okay.
Haven't goldfish got like a memory of 2
So,
seconds?
you
Yeah,
said
2
you
or
said
3
a river
seconds.
bass.
No, I can't imagine they've got a lot more.
No,
What,
it's
they'll be like, yeah, 45 minutes ago, 3 dudes went down that way, big cunt, scrawl
They
his face,
probably have
didn't
an,
happen.
they probably have an intelligence of 1 as well. So
I'll
What did
say,
the fish say?
well, it's a fucking fish.
Oh, so you can't. Wait, what?
He was a bit useless. He was Sebastian though. He was lovely.
Was he being elusive? Was he just not giving you anything? Because if you get him back, I will make sure he tells us what we need to know.
Okay. I put my finger in.
Oh no, leave Sebastian alone.
Sebastian.
Roll that animal handling check with disadvantage.
Can I give myself guidance?
Yeah.
So 2d20 and a d4.
Just rowing away.
We're all rowing still, yeah.
and a medium
16.
is.
16. It's a little while.
Oh, I thought this was a worm.
Hi Sebastian. My friend wants to say something. Can you remember me?
No? Who are
Okay.
you?
That's nothing. It's fine.
How'd
Hi.
you know my name?
My name's Thea.
I thought this was a worm.
What do you want me to say?
Huh?
What do you want me to say? You told me
Tell
to get him
me
back.
where the boat is, or I'll gut you like a fish.
Okay. Are you sure? Let's see.
Yeah. Quick, or he's gonna
Sebastian,
reverse drown.
where are the boats or I'll gut you like a fish?
You're not very nice. I thought you were supposed to like animals.
Go on, look really angry. Go on, just the angrier you look, the more likely he's gonna.
Sebastian!
Roll an intimidation.
On a fish.
Wow.
Fish.
Please roll like. Oh.
Not 20.
Sebastian. So Sebastian is the best.
14.
What do you want me to know?
Is he telling you?
Oh.
He's screaming a bit.
I mean, this is clearly just. Give him to me.
I'll give him a dunk in the water and then put him on. He's screaming.
Is it nice
He's
looking
screaming, Russell. Put
I'm
him
just
back.
gonna take a dagger out and just.
Oh
What was his name?
She can't speak. She's upset.
It's my dinner tonight.
Sorry, Sebastian.
We're rowing.
I'll put my finger in the
You
water.
heard all of that.
We heard all of
What
that.
is
All of
going
that commotion.
So Violet didn't hear any of that because when they started rowing, she went into midnight,
Right.
and she's been scouting up ahead.
Okay, roll a perception.
Give him
18.
18. So you can see that there's much of the same journey as you've travelled. How long do you fly?
I think I'm just going to keep doing it until I have something to report, and then I'll sort of come back
Okay.
to the boat and report
I'll come back to
if anything
Is
comes up.
she going quite a pace as well? Is she
Yeah, so basically all she's doing is she's just going to
following the river up?
just follow the river up, and then when she gets 150 feet away from me, she'll come back, and then
Oh, okay,
And
so
then
she can only
come
go
back.
150 foot away from you. Okay.
Tell you what though, it's a bit of a shame that I've not got any sort of like weaponry that I could actually use my craft for. You know, like with my hands and that. Good if I had like something on my hands, like daggers or something like that. Would be kind of good, wouldn't it?
Roll a history check, James.
That is a 30.
30. So the only thing that you know that would work for what he's saying was like a kestus. You know, like the gladiators, they used to have like leather mitts with like spikes and stuff like that. And you've seen a few like kind of traders and bits and pieces like that in Aethers Reach.
I've seen gladiatorial combat.
Games, yeah. But
I've
there's
sold
more.
things
Yeah,
like
the
that.
only weapons with him being the only weapons that you could think that would suit his would be like a kestus.
So, I've heard of a thing called a kestus.
What's one of them mean?
Imagine some leather mittens.
Like me wraps that I had on before.
Then imagine some very sharp iron nails being driven in so the spikes are on the outside.
Oh.
And then as you punch someone,
They would go into the
yeah,
door,
you're
like,
puncturing them. You're puncturing them.
Oh my god, that would be ideal for me.
I've never crafted one before though, so it would.
Have you ever like seen them about and when you're doing your exchanges and stuff like that?
Well, I've travelled the length and breadth of the Empire, Borin. I've seen many things,
Alright.
but I wouldn't know how to make them.
No, but aye, but nah. But if you ever come across it again when in your travels after this, because you know you might be going down further down River's Edge. I don't know where you're going. Where are you heading, by the way?
Well, a few places along the river until I sell my biscuits.
Well, look, mate, I'm gonna be in Forstead for at least a good week after commencing 4 days or so. So you're gonna be talking about nearly 2 weeks for me, like.
I could put some feelers out for you.
I mean, if you find out, by all means, come back, like.
I couldn't even begin to give you a price on them. They're very unique items.
And I'm guessing it's gonna be higher, isn't it, if I'm requesting for something?
Maybe in the fighting pits, they might sell exotic weapons and such, but it might take
Aye.
a fair few weeks to have them transported across to us.
You got your book. Can you put that in for us?
I
If you
can
don't mind,
indeed, an
please?
order for you.
Because just in case, look, I mean, they might never. I'll put my hands up. I'll put my hands up. They might never, ever be used. But in scenarios like this, they'll have been handy.
What size hands have you got?
Do they come in sizes, hands?
Well, let's look at them compared to mine. They're very big for a dwarf, aren't they?
Ah, I feel so like, aye.
So, human size hands. And they're called what, DM?
Kestus.
Kestus.
The human one's gonna fit me, aye.
Well, I think so, lad. I mean, we could all, if we have a camp somewhere, I would manage to fashion some with you. I'm sure we can.
Aye.
Do we know if there's any a bucket of nails in the skiv for repairs?
Roll an investigation.
I will roll an investigation.
Is this a
That
short
is
rest?
a 12.
Short rest.
For you
Yeah,
guys,
you're
it
not
would be a
rowing.
short rest.
Yeah,
These guys,
anyone
you're
who's not
rowing.
rowing.
12.
12. Takes you a little while. There's not a lot, but there is a few kind
I'm
of
kind of
scraps.
looking as I'm rowing as well, so.
There's a few kind of, but they're like longer kind of timber nails, so flat
Yeah.
on one side, used to kind of bending and curving around things, especially for boats and repairs. So might not be super suited to what it is that you're thinking for. Okay.
We just keep an eye out for us, pal. That's all. I think they might be handy for us. But I mean, like I said, we might never need them again. We might guarantee this and we'll capture these gadgets, you know? And then,
Sorry, a what?
a gadget.
What the devil's a gadget?
Wait. It's a film, Sian.
A what, say?
A film, Sian. It's where I'm from, mate.
Oh, Ferrum.
Ah, mate. One of the Dwarven Kingdoms. You
I've
aware
heard of it before, yes. We've played with some of their iron before.
Aye, mate, aye. It's not bad for trade as well, like. But, to be honest, I haven't really been there in a long, long time, like. But, the language, you didn't lose it. It is.
I'm
what-
sorry, say it again.
You didn't use it?
You didn't lose it.
Aye.
You don't lose it.
Yes.
Oh, the language you don't use. Ah, I
You don't
understand,
lose-
yes.
Aye. So it's just, I'm not as well spoken as you, so I understand.
I can.
Well, fancy lessons or
Understand.
something comes
Well,
for, innit?
I think as long as we say what's in our hearts, the words don't really matter, do they?
Well, hard is, you know.
You kind of as midnight. Sorry, as midnight, you see a smaller rowing boat. About 400 or 500 yards round the bend. The river kind of bends, and it's on this kind of section you can see. So you're kind of before the bend. It curves round, and it's kind of just going back onto the straight on the other side of the bend.
So I can just spot it, and it's about
Yeah, and that's because you're still about 500-600 yards from
in front of
but
Midnight,
you
who's
can-
100,
Yeah,
also in front of us. Right. So Violet just comes back to herself and goes, Midnight spotted them. They're up ahead. They're about 600 feet up ahead, I think. I think it's them. So from Midnight's eyes, could I see any distinguishing features? It's just 3 people in a boat with some trace?
Yeah, I think even from this, sorry, that would be not feet. That would probably they're probably about 600 yards.
Oh, yeah,
700
okay.
yards away from you guys.
Right, I'm rubbish at things.
So,
Is
so
that
it'd be no way
Longer,
further.
right,
Yeah,
okay.
like meters, almost like a kilometre probably
Right.
away. As this river, because she's high, and obviously as she's
Yeah,
seeing
she's
around,
super
she's seeing it round the other side of this
Okay.
arcing river. And these lands are quite flat, right? So there's not a lot of hills you can get. She can get quite a good view
She's got a good-
of the surrounding area. So she can't determine the amount of people in the boats.
Nope.
Because she's probably too far
Too
away.
far away, yeah.
In fact, roll another perception for me. No, because now that she's kind of spotted them, she's got more of a target to see.
15.
15. Again, she can't make out, but it looks like a smaller rowing boat fitting the description of the one that you guys was in before.
I think it's them. It's a small boat, but I don't have a brilliant view. If we could go a little faster and see if we can catch up a little more, because Midnight can only go so far away from me, so I can't get her any closer unless we get closer.
Stop rowing.
Oh,
How is it gone? Go on then.
How are all of our rowers feeling? Can you go faster?
I think you've
don't-
probably
I
been
don't think so.
rowing at a medium pace for about an hour or so.
Am
I
I
think-
able to help Gwyndon? So we're on the same
Yeah,
one.
certainly.
I'll help.
I appreciate that.
So if Gwyndon, you roll a strength with advantage, or both of you roll strength,
With
and then you
advantage.
guys roll another strength check for me,
Are we
please.
about to turn a corner in the river?
No, it's a big bending corner, so it's still.
Are we going to get a boost from the wind?
Ooh.
Because the wind's been, you said it wasn't in our favour.
It's not.
If we're turning
It's still.
90?
You're not turning 90. It's
It's
kind
on
of
a
like just an
slow
arc,
bend.
an
Right,
arc
okay.
and round.
What one?
23.
23.
What are we
Okay.
rolling for?
Strength.
Strength.
10.
Bear in mind, if we go faster, by the time we get to them, we're going to be a bit worn out.
We
13.
may lose them.
Go faster.
13.
Alright.
23. What'd you get?
15.
Okay, so you pick up the pace a little bit more evenly this time. Feel like you could probably travel like this for. If you travelled like this for an hour, you'd probably all have a point of exhaustion. Those that are rowing. Okay.
So as we're
Push.
travelling
Oh.
faster, can Midnight get nearer?
Yeah. So it's take you a little bit of while. She starts to get slower. Starts to get closer and closer and closer. Run another perception for me.
Oh, that's not a good first roll, you naughty dice. 9.
9. Cassie.
So we're exhausted.
The sun's kind of at that awkward position when it's starting to come down. It's kind of reflecting off the water around the boat. You just can't get a good vision of what's actually containing it. She just can make out the silhouette and the rowing.
I'm going to fly closer to the tree line on whichever side the boat's on, just to try and counteract that sort of sun thing going on.
Okay.
So I'd say like once it gets to about 30, 40 minutes, I'd
Yeah.
say when Bond starts to feel
I'd say
The
you go for a
tiredness?
good half an hour,
Right.
and then you're on the same bit of river now, and you can see them visibly further ahead, maybe about 300 yards away
say
in front of you.
I would start with this fighting far in the past. I would know when I'm starting to get tired.
Yeah.
So I would probably start to
You're starting to get.
coming off.
Yeah.
So I would probably start going back to my medium pace because I would be like, I'm not.
You're gonna
We've
get
still got a
tired,
lot of rowing to
yeah.
do here, and I've been in this before. I know what it's like to lose my gas tank.
Can I judge if we were to like slow down a bit? Would we still be?
You're travelling. There's 4 of you rowing.
Yeah.
There's only 2 set up in that boat.
Yeah.
You'd naturally gain at them,
Yeah.
or even at a medium pace. They're
Yeah.
probably their medium pace would be your slow, definitely. No, their faster rowing would be your kind of slower to medium. You
We're
will
double the
get-
rowing,
The
basically.
rowing's better. The boat's better, more suited. You've got double the power. You're going to catch them. It's just how quickly you want to do it.
I reckon we try and match their pace as best we can. Just go a little bit faster than them. If they see us, they'll pick up the pace, but we don't want to tire ourselves out before we get to them.
Roll another perception for me.
Much better. 16.
16. These there are 4 people in this boat. There are no crates.
Oh, shit.
They're no crate.
So she snaps back. Oh, it's not them. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's not them.
Are they
There's
close
4 of
to
them,
them?
and there's no crates in the boat.
Are they close to them?
About 300 yards.
Oh, so if we...
We would ask
Just
them.
because.
That's what I was going to say. Can I send message to them or not?
They're not within 120 feet.
How? Oh, not within 120 feet.
No, 300 yards.
I don't know yards, but okay.
Like double that.
Oh,
Probably. It's like what, two and a bit feet, 3 foot in a yard.
I know meters. That's it.
Don't know. Don't even. Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
it's
we
about
don't know
3 foot.
yards.
Well, it's about a metre. Yards about a metre, about the same. So you've got
Oh.
feet and metres. Yards about the same as a metre.
I mean, just because there was 3 of them back at the River Warden doesn't necessarily mean there's 3 of them that's on the boat.
That's a very good point. Give me a moment. I'll get Midnight closer.
So again, roll one more perception check for us.
15.
15. You would say at a distance, it doesn't appear to be who it is.
Based on the description.
Yeah, based on the descriptions.
Doesn't
It's a
look like
slightly
who it
different
is.
attire. Seem like a lot more casual kind of pace that they're setting. They're just
They're not.
kind of
In a
lazily
hurry.
kind of rushing through the river. They don't seem to fit the description of people fleeing especially with the crates. There's no indication.
crates, yeah.
And on the small boat, they would be quite visible. Them crates.
I think the plan should be we row alongside, smile, and I'll ask if they've seen anything suspicious on the river.
Yes.
We agree?
Pep,
Yeah.
if we just get closer, closer to within that, then instead of getting us more exhausted, if we are, I could have sent a message.
I mean,
It's
if
up
I
to you,
heard
though,
a
I'm not-
sudden voice in my head, I might freak out a little bit. Let's
Mm.
do with the smiling teeth and shine and say hello to them.
Okay.
So you approach, maybe takes you about 10-15 minutes because you've slowed down the pace. You catch up to them and you kind of...
Would anyone like to volunteer to be spokesperson?
Well, I thought you
Yeah,
just
I'm
did.
absolutely.
Well, I can probably rustle up a little hello.
Hey.
Ahoy, mateys!
All right there, sailors. How you doing?
Good day to you, and what a day it is.
What a day it is indeed, my friend. How can I help you? Court anything today? Oh, you're not Imperials?
No, we are being deputized.
Oh, nothing to see here. We're just doing a little spot of fishing. Lovely river bass in here. Fabulous little eats.
Yeah.
Oh, yo,
Aye.
tasty. Do a little bit of smoked hickory, mate, under the fire. Absolutely
Oh.
beautiful.
Sounds lush.
We are sorry
Thanks,
to
dear.
disturb your
No
fishing
bother at
adventure.
all.
We're looking for another boat.
Oh, right. There's many on this river.
3 men,
Yes.
one who may appear to be injured, scar along his face, bald, with some crates in the back.
Sound like them ones that bumped into us there earlier on.
They would be looking a bit frantic, a bit like they've been through the mill, so to speak.
Oh. Other side of the river, literally maybe 200-300 feet back.
Yes.
There's a little boat just abandoned there. Don't know if that's anything to do with it.
But did you see these men get off the boat?
No. But we was. You're not Imperials, right?
We're deputized by the Imperium.
If you got secrets to tell us,
Can I?
Yeah.
Can I be?
Yeah.
I mean, like.
We won't
Was
be
this
investigating
by
anyone.
choice? I know they do shit like this a lot. Like, was you just lumped into a whole heap of shit today?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Right. Well, no. Me and the lads are going to come back later on. It seems like a really good rowing boat. So we just thought if it was fucking there for free, we was just going to come back and grab. It's probably worth a couple of gold, that. But we love fishing, and when there's all 4 of us in here, you see, 4 rods. Sometimes you get them all tangled over. So if you can get 2 boats out, we're going to get a lot more bass. So we was going to come back later and grab it, if that's all right with yous.
yeah.
I mean, I
probably
don't know if
does.
you need the boat.
Makes no difference to me, pal.
It was just it was a lovely boat there and made of solid stuff better than this one. So we was just going to come back later and grab it.
Well, we may have to. How do I say this?
The other way.
Detain our guests.
But literally just back there, sir. Just back there.
Can we see it as he's pointing it out?
Roll a perception check.
Are we going to fit 3 people in our skiff?
Yeah.
Then we don't need the boat.
23.
Yeah, you can see. You can't see the boat, but you can see where the reeds have
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
been pushed
yeah,
down.
yeah.
So you can kind of be like, oh, I think he means over there. So you can kind of see.
Probably
where he's
over there.
talking
I
about.
think he means over there, guys.
17.
Yeah, you can get again. You can see kind of roughly where it is.
Blessings to you and yours. Thank you for the advice. And I
Good
have
day to you. Good day to you.
some tasty biscuits as appreciation. And I throw over a box of best biscuits.
Best biscuits.
The fish
Hey,
are,
there's your face on that.
the fish are
you
particularly
Gilbert.
keen on them.
The fish are the keen on them. Is it for me or is it for fishing?
It's for any human
Best
animal.
baked biscuits. Hey, BBB. That's good. Like
No,
that.
no, not bait biscuits, best biscuits. Crafted by maidens of virtue.
Can we stick? Row away.
If you're interested,
We're boring
I
this
could
out.
arrange to sell them in bulk to you. Look, he's loving it. Look at the face. He's
I
absolutely
increase my
loving
speed.
it.
I'll take that point of
1, 2,
exhaustion.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Start breaking it up and kind of throwing it in the river. And then all of a sudden, there's like, look, and you say, oh, we got a bite here!
Have I stumbled onto something more than best biscuits? Do these attract fish on unprecedented?
For God's sake.
Takes his book out, writes that down, puts it back in his book.
Sorry, who was saying something just before that?
That was a joke. I was saying that because Saul was saying we started running away. I was like, we increase the speed now. We'll take that point of exhaustion.
Far roll. So you get to it's taking you an hour. It's taking you hours. The sun's starting to dip a bit. It's probably about 3, 4 o'clock. Half sunken, kind of silhouette caught in the crook of a riverbank of this small rowing boat. The oars, the skiff, kind of twisted, partly buried in mud and tangled reeds. One of the oars kind of floats nearby. It's kind of just listed on an awkward angle, literally as if it's just been rammed into the side of the onto the side of the bank and abandoned. Its frame scraped, cracked. Everyone roll a perception.
Is it the same boat? Is that the same boat?
19.
With the 16
14.
now, shall find
Oh,
out
fuck.
maybe.
6.
Ooh.
Sorry, I'm just trying perception. 16.
So you four, you guys don't clock this, you two, but you four, you see that there's
Did you see,
nearby.
I don't got it. Clock it.
No, you
I
four
didn't
do.
see
it.
Them
We
two
don't.
do.
Oh,
So
I've got 19.
just nearby on the bank, where it is, you can
Yeah.
see that there's like one scrape and then like sets of footprints, but it looks like something's like it's like a footprint and then like a drag, which kind of maybe indicates that this is someone with a limp or something kind of
How
dragging
many
their
footprints
foot
do we
through
see
the mud.
in total?
There's six. There's three sets.
Right,
Three
okay.
sets of footprints. And the boat looks recognisable to the one that was the same one on the boat. So it seems to be the same type of wood, so on and so forth. Roll an investigation, just to confirm that yourself, on the boat.
13.
13. Yeah, so again, you can confirm with your kind of ties, it's the same type of wood, it's the same material.
Can I track the footprints?
From where you are, probably not at the moment because you're still
We're
in the
still on
boat.
board?
Yeah,
Oh, I
you're
thought we
still
got
on
off.
the boat.
Sorry.
Just before we do that, I just have a slight preparation to make before we go anywhere. If that's all right, you know, if we're going to encounter these folk, I would like to be in a slightly better position than I currently am. If you just give me one moment, I won't be long. And then she takes from her pocket a small circular object, looks a bit like a pocket watch. She casts her hand over it, and as she does that, it flicks open, and from within sprouts like a larger item, basically, which looks like this. And I don't know if my friend to my left might recognise it as an astrolabe. And using it, she spins the sphere within, and from it bursts a shower of purple sparks, and they settle across her face, her chest, and they start moving around, covering the entirety of her body. And Violet casts Mage Armor on herself.
Nice.
Nice, lovely.
Very
So,
nice.
you all now kind of pull alongside the boat.
Just so the area.
Yep.
What we're saying? Sorry.
So it's literally just the riverbank. There's reeds. The reeds have been run into by the skiff, and it's just abandoned there. They've jumped off the front, and there seems to be footprints just in the bank
Is it
leading
like
up towards.
Wooded
Like a
area
forest
or?
area or
Yeah, there's a few trees. It's quite sparse. It's quite flat and grassland. It's not heavily dense forest.
Before we
Do you
just
think
go,
we can use your midnight again to scout the area?
Absolutely, no problem.
I think it all goes to be worth having a little chat about what tactics we're going to use. Now, who here has got any range weapons?
I have a crossbow.
Don't
I
want
have
to
a
kill
crossbow
them, though.
also.
Don't want to kill them, do we?
No, but we want to be prepared for whatever we might find.
Do we not just want to have a conversation with them and try and
As
get
you
them
were
back?
saying,
Well,
yeah,
of course,
as
we
you
can
were saying,
command them to
Just
stop,
in
but
case, though.
you saw what they did to the Imperial soldiers. I don't think they're going to be.
But we have
No,
no.
I don't
think-
I have no loyalty to the.
No, but it gets us out of the, the investigations and the bother that everybody else
But
will
we're
shoot.
already out of the investigations.
I can charm.
So what do you want to run?
Gilbert. I can charm.
We're not.
But
We got a pass. We can
I'm
go
just
anywhere.
merely trying to find out what our sort of capacities as a group to fight or to
I punch things?
puncher. Excellent.
I think
crossbow.
we
Oh, and
should-
also
I think we should go more the diplomatic route firstly. I think I would say.
Yes, I'm not sure the diplomatic group is going to quite work, Gwendon, because Gwendon, because I'm sure when they were captured by the soldiers.
Yeah, but we were captured by the soldiers. The soldiers are very angry.
Right.
You see the good in everyone, don't you?
Dude, what exactly
That's
is it
right.
that you're suggesting? That we
I think
ask them
maybe
for the
just have a
weapons and
just
take
have a-
those to the...
Just see what they were. I mean, they were storing weapons. Maybe have a chat with him firstly.
Maybe you go first. We'll all stand behind you. You try to barter with them
I'll
as
gang with you,
a
mate.
human. And then if they don't, we'll shoot them with our
I'd be more
crossbows.
comfortable if Russell was next to me though.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Just in case.
I'll stand next to you. Yeah. I'm really good at
I'm not gonna let him gun in by himself.
charismatic.
Oh, no.
He wants
Give him
to.
evil look. I don't.
If he wants to talk, he can talk. But I'm not gonna let him gun in by himself. I'll be there with him.
Oh no, yes, we'll all go. I think, aren't we?
We need to find him first. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, can we maybe walk and talk?
Well, I was trying to establish the fact of what is our strength as a group. So I have a crossbow.
I can do like anything.
Violet has a crossbow. You can charm. You can punch. What can you do? Hit people with your anchor.
Yeah, I've got an anchor, I've got a dagger, I'm really big, I'm really strong. I'm good in a grapple. I've got a really good mind for tactics. I'm really good at leading an engagement. I'm good at tracking people, capturing people, selling people for
Russell?
money. Yeah,
Is there an end to this list, or are you just
Slavery?
good at everything, darling?
I'm just pretty good at everything.
Okay, that's good. Noted.
Yeah,
Russell's good at everything.
I can heal
Comes
people,
out again.
I can fish.
Puncher and
See?
good at everything.
Brilliant.
are we just
Good
going to
idea.
skip over the fact that he sells people?
Huh?
I'm sorry?
I didn't say
I
that.
didn't
You
hear that.
literally just said you sell.
Well, I mean, it comes under the umbrella of everything, so I just... Just the next thing on the list, wasn't it? I was just going in alphabetical order.
Okay.
Thea,
This is
you
pretty
said you
wild.
could talk to animals.
I can, yes. I can also
Very
turn
pretty
into
well.
animals too.
You could turn into an animal.
I can.
What
You
kind of
kept that one
animals could
bloody
you turn
quiet,
into?
didn't you?
No one asked.
So you can talk to animals
What
and you
animals
can turn
can you
into
turn
them.
into, Thea?
Depending on the situation, I have only yet turned into maybe a snake, a wolf, a badger,
Badger.
a horse, a riding horse,
What?
a panther.
Riding horse.
Can you do that, Russell?
Huh?
Can you
Can I
turn-
do that? I mean, if I have enough time to prepare and stuff, I mean, I could give it a go. It's not something I've done before, but I'm sure, I can do anything I set my mind to.
It's a lot, but it's.
Yeah. I
I
could
can
probably
do
do
it.
more animals than you if I really thought about it. Just,
And how long does it take you to prepare to be these creatures?
Instant.
Instant.
Yes.
oh, I'm faster than that.
Mm.
This is very wild. I don't think I've seen someone change into
If one of you,
an animal
I
before.
thought you thought it there.
That was my neck.
Someone
Sorry,
helped him there.
apologies.
ASRM video.
Or a speed run before the DM just dies.
if one of you guides me, I could, see through Midnight's eyes, and then just if anything occurred, if you just, sort of tap me, and then I'll come back to myself.
She can turn into a horse.
Could I message in her head
You can ride me.
while she's doing
Oh.
her spell and talk about
Or I could probably carry you on
Any-
my shoulder.
Any of you can ride me.
I don't know how often can you turn into things. I don't know if it's the best use of your magical energies, dear. As long as
I'm
someone's
not
guiding me, I
offering.
can,
I'm just
I can
saying
walk.
that it's possible if that's ever needed.
She's off.
I'm sure it will be at some point.
Okay, guys, so
I can carry you on my shoulder.
waffle over. Let's now
Alright.
think about what we're doing. So,
Follow the
I've got
According to the
magic
list-
that I can throw at people.
yes, your animal transforming, excellent. Anchor, punchy, crossbow.
And also magic.
You forgot a few things.
Calming presence.
healing hands.
Punchy.
one of those things. I heal.
The negotiator.
I will
Like
heal.
one of
If
the
you get
seven
injured,
wolves.
if they get
Yeah,
hurt, I
punchy.
will heal. But I am not going to be inflicting any damage upon
And you
people.
still want to try to talk them down into just surrendering without a fight.
That's the best option, I would say. As
Okay.
I said,
I agree.
anyone sneaky, maybe sneaking.
I'd
Yeah,
agree.
I'm
I'd
pretty good at
rather not
I think it's fair.
get myself in a fight.
maybe-
We don't know what weapons they're loaded with.
Maybe, okay,
Can Midnight
try
turn into
talk.
different animals?
maybe we can try to talk to them. Someone maybe sneak around them. And if that fails, huzzah! And then we just capture them.
Well,
I like it.
There's no need for weaponry.
I'll go with you, Gwendon, because I just want to make sure that you're
I
safe.
appreciate that.
Shall I see if I can locate them?
Yes.
And then,
Do you want me to walk and talk, or
should I have a little look first, and then I can guide us in once I've spotted them?
I
If
mean,
I can
Perception? You going with midnight on the traps?
Yes, just close my eyes. And as midnight, following the tracks to try and get to the thing. Oh, not a great roll. It's 14.
I mean, they go. So where you are on the Vale Strand, they kind of follow a south eastern direction through the fields and seem to cut off. And then it starts to get to a little patch of wooden area, and then that loose trails of kind of the tracks in the forests.
So
There's no immediate sight of three
go
people.
through the fields into some woodland, and then we lose them. So Violet comes back into herself and says, "Oh yes, so they get into the woods up there, and then I sort of lost the trail a little, but I imagine it carries on in the woods. So if we just head in that direction, and then I can have another little scout when we get there.
So maybe not a horse then. Horses and forests.
Not that far.
Don't really work
yeah.
very well.
Man, I've eaten track and trails as well, like, so
Yeah, so
done it my whole life, so it'll be sound.
Whoever'd like to pick up the trail, the track, roll a survival check.
Can
Same
I?
for yourself.
Yeah.
Once I'm off, I'll just no.
Yeah, no, just no.
Can
Eating.
I roll a survival?
Yeah, if you'd like to pick up the survival. 18,
17.
17.
15.
Okay, so you can see that, you can see quite visibly what seems to be happening is the larger man who's got the limp, his feet are very, very heavy in the thing. Whether they've given him crates or all three of them are kind of pushing, but there seem to be all three of them, they seem to be quite low down because their footprints are heavy in the mud. And all three of them are. They're making a slow, direct, seem to be like quite, you can imagine quite a burdened pace with what they're doing, and again, following quite easily through the things. You know, it's a small grass field, you can see where they've kind of walked their way through. They have had no time to stop or hide the trail at all. So they didn't have time, so, and you're hot on their trail. And that is where we should take a short break.
Ooh.
I was trying to construct things in my brain there.
So we will be back in a moment.
Cool.
Wherever you travel in the Empire, you will always find a place to rest your feet, fill your belly, and share a drink with friends. Welcome to Wooden Spoons, the Empire's most trusted tavern, serving good food, great company, and mostly safe drinking experiences. Start your evening with our signature spoon stew, made fresh daily with quality ingredients sourced from local markets. Or try the legendary Traveler's Platter. A feast big enough for two, but priced just right for one. And of course, no visit is complete without a drink. Whether you prefer a fine mead or a famous spoon swill ale, we've got something for every taste. From noble lords to weary travelers, merchants to mercenaries, everyone is welcome at Wooden Spoons. So sit back, relax, and enjoy a meal at the tavern you can always trust. Wooden Spoons. You'll always find a spoon nearby.
Terms and conditions apply. Wooden Spoons is not responsible for the loss of coin purses, spontaneous tavern brawls, or questionable meal ingredients. Consumption of spoon swill ale will result in blurred vision, questionable decisions, and overly enthusiastic storytelling. Please drink responsibly or don't. We're not your parents.
Oh, gather round, you merry lot, and drink until the world's forgot. The fire's warm, the ale is cold, and tales tonight will all be bold. So raise your mugs and sing along, a toast to life, both short and strong. Through storm and strife, we'll have our cheer, for nothing's better than a mug of beer. The merchant brags, the sailor lies, the bard spins tales of dragons' cries. But here we're all of equal worth, for ale's the crown of every heart. So raise your mugs and sing along, a toast to life, both short and strong. Through storm and strife, we'll have our cheer, for nothing's better than a mug of beer. The landlord says, now pay your dues. We laugh and toss him copper hues. For every coin we spend tonight brings stories told till morning light. So raise and raise your mugs and sing along, a toast to life, both short and strong. Through storm and strife we'll have our cheer, for nothing's better than a mug of beer. When morning breaks, we'll curse the sun, but till it dawns, the night's not done. So drink your fill, no need to fear. Tomorrow waits, but tonight's for cheer.
Tired of dull blades? Armor full of holes? Need an upgrade before your next battle? Welcome to Bloodbath and Beyond. We have everything a warrior needs, from razor-sharp swords to discounted, slightly dented helmets. Perfect for battle, tournaments, or settling old grudges. On a budget, our pre-owned weapons section is fully stocked, only gently used by the previous, less fortunate owner. Need something custom? Our legendary blacksmith will forge you the weapon of your dreams, or nightmares. And don't forget, our Bloodbath loyalty program. Buy 5 swords, get a free emergency shield, because you're going to need it. So before your next battle, raid, or questionable duel, stop by Bloodbath and Beyond, where the deals are deadly and the service is legendary.
Terms and conditions apply. No refunds on cursed weapons. Armor sold as is. Bloodstains are a feature, not a defect. Management is not responsible for sudden death, injuries, or accidental berserker rages.
In forests deep where whispers grow, the ancient boughs sweet, soft and slow. Beneath their leaves we lived, we thrived, our roots entwined, our spirits alive. Oh, flames did rise, the skies did weep, the ash rained down, the wounds ran deep. Our sacred halls, our timeless vow, all lost to fire, the burning bough. Their voices sang in every breeze, the keepers old, our eldest trees. The greed was sown and axes fell, their silent screams a mournful knell. Oh, flames did rise, the skies did weep, the ash rained down, the wounds ran deep. Our sacred halls, our timeless vow, all lost to fire, the burning bough. The voices sang in every breeze, the keepers old, our eldest trees. The greed was sown and axes fell, their silent screams a mournful knell. The stars grew dim, the winds grew still, the world stood silent on the hill. For hearts once strong were turned to stone, our kin now wander lost alone. Oh, flames did rise, the skies did weep, the ash rained down, the wounds ran deep. Our sacred halls, our timeless vow, all lost to fire, the burning bough. Oh, flames did rise, the skies did weep, the ash rained down, the wounds ran deep. Our sacred halls, our timeless vow, all lost to fire, the burning bough. But in our grief, the seeds still lie. Beneath the ash, they will not die. One day they'll bloom, our oath restore, and sing their song forevermore. In our grief, the winds grew still, the world stood silent on the hill. For hearts once strong were turned to stone, our kin now wander, lost alone.
Got an old cart gathering dust? Are the wheels falling off? Been in a tiny jousting accident? No problem. Here at We Buy Any Cart, we'll take all carts. Big, small, busted, or mysteriously on fire. From the noble's golden chariot to the farmer's rickety wagon, we'll take it off your hands and give you a fair exchange. Trading up? Need some quick crowns for the new war horse? Or just tired of pulling your own cart? We've got you covered. And with our legendary speedy service, you could be cart-free in as little as 2 tankards of ale's time. So don't delay. Bring your cart to We Buy Any Cart today. We Buy Any Cart, because one man's junk is another man's problem.
Terms and conditions apply. Carts must be at least 30% intact. Payments made in crowns, helms, or occasionally mystery potions. Not responsible for cursed or haunted carts. Please check for stowaways before selling.
I once knew a rogue with a heart of gold, quick with his wit and his dice so bold. He'd wager his life for a coin or two and charm the purse right off of you. Roll the dice, take your chance. Life's a game, so join the dance. A flip of fate, a gambler's glee. What's yours is mine and mine is free. He'd slipped through the shadows with barely a sound, steal from a duke and drink in the town. But woe to the fool who'd call his bluff, for that rogue was clever and twice as tough. Roll the dice, take your chance. Life's a game, so join the dance. A flip of fate, a gambler's glee. What's yours is mine and mine is free. They say one night he met his match, a fiery dame with locks to snatch. She bested his tricks, his cunning ways, and now they roam as partners in play. They say one night he met his match, a fiery dame with locks to snatch. She bested his tricks, his cunning ways, and now they roam as partners in play. Roll the dice, take your chance. Life's a game, so join the dance. A flip of fate, a gambler's glee. What's yours is mine and mine is free. So here's to the rogues who laugh at fate, who drink too much and stay out late. Their stories end
All right, listen up. Think you've got the luck of a noble? Want to turn your last copper coif into a whole pouch of gold crowns? You need some peasant power. The Empire's #1 stock to bet your lot. Where the real punters come to win big. We've got all the action. Jousting, we've got it. Archery, not a problem. The EBF boxing, you'd be mad not to have a punt on that. If you fancy something a little bit more grassroots, we take bets on peasant wrestling, ye old chicken derby, even the legendary kart racing league. You name it, we'll price it. Odds, best in the land. Payout swift. And if you're thinking of backing out, mate, don't waste my time. New to the game, no problem. We'll sign you up today and give you a free bonus bet on your first wager. That's right, your first punt's on us. After that, it's all down to you, sunshine. So it's time that you felt some peasant power. Bet like a king, spend like a fool.
Terms and conditions apply. Peasant Power is not responsible for reckless betting, poor life choices, or sudden appearance of debt collectors. Please gamble responsibly every fucking day.
Beneath the hills where shadows creep, a titan lies in endless sleep. Its bones of stone, its breath long stilled, a promise kept, a fate fulfilled. Beneath the earth it slumbers still, a titan bound by mortal will. Its breath long gone, its tail remains, a guardian lost, its fate in chains. Once it soared the skies, its throne, its roar could shake the mountain stone. But gods grew jealous, hearts turned cold, and cast it down, its legend told. Beneath the earth it slumbers still, a titan bound by mortal will. Its breath long gone, its tail remains, a guardian lost, its fate in chains. Through winding caves its spirit calls, in echoes deep within the halls. Adventurers seek its fabled might, but none return to tell the night. Beneath the earth it slumbers still, a titan bound by mortal will. Its breath long gone, its tail remains, a guardian lost, its fate in chains. So light your lamp, but tread with care, for iron mouth holds secrets rare. A dragon's grave, its restless soul, a silent watcher, a tale untold. Through winding caves its spirit calls, in echoes deep within the halls. Adventurers seek its fabled might, but none return to tell the night.
Okay. and we are back. Thanks for hanging around whilst we have a little quick break there. All ready?
See.
So you gathered round the wreck of this small rowing boat that you found. The tracks laid down, giving you a bearing to follow. You now continue on foot. Trail leads southwest. We've just coming away from the river's edge. This land of kind of stretch of land is untamed, very wild, dense, kind of untouched by roads or order. Although it's not very built up, there is thick grass. It's irksome to travel through. Heavy mud, quite wet from early misty mornings. There's a lot of moisture. You can feel your boots already getting a little bit thirsty. Underbrushes, thorn bushes, moss-covered stones, a little bit slippy. You guys are having to keep your wits on you. It's not just a lovely trek on the riverboat, on the river warden now. You are in the untamed wilds, and you're marching through the province of River's Edge. Towering willows, swamp ashes crowd the banks, roots like kind of gnarled fingers plucking up into the dark waters, strange kind of vines straight down from some of the branches, almost like jungle ropes stick with certain dews. The signs of older movement, broken branches, but it's like clawed bark, kind of shattered, almost much more animalistic rather than human interactions. You make your way slowly through. You walk for a good while, maybe 30 minutes or so before you get to this little patch of woodland. Kind of look around. It's not huge, maybe less than a mile or so kind of outwards, but it seems to, from your perception, it's a patch. It might take you a little while to kind of make your way through. At this point, I'll ask the trackers to re-roll another survival, whoever's tracking.
Yeah.
6.
Eating.
Grindon?
Wonderful.
You tracking still survival? 10. So,
sorry. That's upside down. 13.
13, okay. So, you don't really, you kind of lose the track. Yourself, you kind of make out little bits and pieces. Boren, you're really locked in on this. You can kind of still see them making their way where there's a lot of leaf fall here. Your gaze shifts up, you start looking for broken branches, other kind of areas and signs for tracking. You can see that there's bushes that have been bent over deliberately to kind of make way, and you quite confident in your approach.
Follow me this way.
Start making your way
How
through.
would Grimlock?
Can I send Midnight up and see if she can see any clearings in the branches or anything like that, where she might catch a glimpse of someone, or a campfire or anything like that?
So you're going above the tree line or below
Yeah,
the tree
she's
line?
going up.
Okay, yeah, so roll a perception check for me, please.
Come on, do well. Better than last time. 15.
15. It's very difficult to see through the canopy. There are a few different clearings and natural breaks in the river where maybe estuaries or small streams are kind of running down, joining the main river of the Vale Strand. There doesn't appear to be any smoke or anything on the horizon.
Because we are in night. Are we? Where are we now? We're
It's late afternoon.
Late
the
afternoon.
light's starting to fade.
So I can still see the trails.
Still seems to be moving in this southeastern direction.
Keep following this way. I can still see them. You still make these out. It looks like there've been branches and leaves and stuff to try and hide the trail. Sounds like, well, it's not sounds like, it seems like they might know people are following them if they're covering their tracks, so we should be mindful.
Any idea how Sorry. How fresh they are. We catching up, or
Roll another survival check
Another.
for me.
16.
It's hard for you to be able to. The mud's still wet. There's few little traces of them in the mud. It's impossible for you to tell how long ago the branches were snapped. They're dry. They're not wet still, so it wasn't extremely recently. But you feel like, based on your pace and the environment and their pace and their situation, you've got to be quite close to them.
It's always hard to be able to tell, because obviously you've got the dryness off the ground.
Yeah,
But should say like 30, 40 minutes maybe.
yeah,
I don't know.
sounds about right.
Something like that.
Nice.
But it's always hard. It's always hard to tell. Like,
Yeah, of course it is.
Would you want to keep going, or would you rather just make a camp now? Or do you want to keep it up to everyone else?
Might lose them if we stop.
How off are we until night time?
It's getting dark though.
Roll an intelligence check.
does anyone know these woods?
So, Violet, did you see any sort of buildings through Midnight's eyes?
Just trees, right?
Just trees.
Just trees?
No discernible.
No, just trees, really.
No high points.
Can't tell.
Based on the time of day, rough educated guessing, you maybe got like an hour or so left of daylight.
I'd say you'd want to get probably higher. So I think should look for a higher spot, because you would want to see down if people are approaching.
In case they light a fire or something. Good idea.
I could certainly have a look.
That's what I would think if I was
What?
running for my life.
Do you now feel what type of animals are going to be in these woods? Like, if we keep going, or is it better to stay? Like,
Can I?
There's you can roll a nature check.
Can I give myself guidance?
Beautiful.
5. That's your one. 5.
I think
Not
maybe
familiar. These are very different lands from yours.
So,
The forest is very different to my own. It's I can't. I'm not too sure. But I'm sorry.
so should we move in the direction where the trail has been covered?
I would
I
say
think
it's
we
all
just-
like.
I would say you was already kind of following that trail and been taking that slow route towards
Yes,
the woods.
keep following that.
We just got a little bit. We got a little bit more until it starts to get dusky, and then maybe set up camp.
Well, you want to do it while it's still bright, so you can find dry ground,
Aye.
twigs and stuff like that. So
So do you think maybe camp for now?
yeah, I mean you guys aren't really used to being out and tracking people in darkness, so it's probably a good idea.
I'm not tracking people, but I'm more suited to darkness than the light.
I mean these three probably aren't very good at tracking people in the
Who's
dark.
I
three?
don't know, they might be. I don't
Who
Well,
three?
Violet, Gilbert, and Borin. I mean, you guys probably don't do that much, do you?
I can't say I've ever trapped anyone. Ever.
Yeah, so I mean, it's three of us probably can, three of us can't.
I mean, I've lived out in the woods for a long, long time, like, but
Wait, I can say
not trapping humans.
my eyesight in the dark is rather excellent.
I can't see in the dark.
Well, I mean, if you want to trek through the night,
No. We
I'm
need to
happy
get
to.
I think we should
Let
set
us
up a
camp.
camp.
Let us camp and make food.
I think so.
Right.
I vote camp.
Continue when we got more light.
I see a camp as well, aye.
Let us camp.
If you insist.
Okay, so you try and look for like a suitable place to camp.
Yeah.
Just keep them walking. Roll all of you roll a perception.
I think.
Not 20.
Yeah, no, 20.
That one.
Nice.
15.
Just balance you guys out.
21.
23.
24.
Okay.
Natural
So
20.
some very high rolls. So you guys, you find a rise of dry land. It's just near a little little stream that kind of comes down. It's a large kind of plinth of rock, kind of forming a natural shelf, tucked between kind of one large boulder. There's a tree, a little recess where it kind of comes down. All seems nice and dry and clear for the night. Get a good vantage point of a kind of low sweeping hill that kind of bends just down in the forest, still in the thick of it, but seems to be like a very suitable place to camp for the night. There's Also, because you're on a natural 20, there is already like a collapsed stone fire ring in the centre where this place, someone's camped here before. It's cold. Cold. There's no proof of anyone being here any time, but historically someone has been here.
And
The little stream's probably maybe 30, 40 paces, kind of just down towards the side.
I'll go and gather some wood, some dry wood, or the driest that I can possibly find, and begin to build a fire.
Does the footsteps of the truck through here? Like, did they
No,
pass through
you've had
here?
to kind of
We've
deter
come
a
off
little
of
way,
it.
a little way off. Not very far off though from where it is that you've gone.
Can I? So, obviously, is this where we're gonna be camping? Yeah, are we all in agreement, aye?
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make some more defined tracks back on myself for the tracks that we've been, just so in case something happens in the night, like rain or etc., then at least we know to retrace our steps. Where we can.
Good idea.
Aye, I'll do that. Obviously, you would have probably already known that, but
I mean, I was going to say it,
No.
but you said it first. I
Yeah.
just thought I'd try and let someone else
no, I
have
get it, mate. I get it.
a spotlight.
So
But I mean, good one, Boris.
No,
Nice job.
no
Just
problem.
pat you on the
Thanks,
shoulder.
mate.
You're learning.
So I'll head off.
I'll
and
teach you this. You teach me boxing.
Roll my eyes as I'm heading forward, and I'll get like twigs and just start making the
I'll bring
marks
you
a bit,
all the
a bit
wood.
better,
Yeah.
so we know where to go.
Put like
going
an X
forward.
on one of the
Stuff like
trees
that,
where
yeah.
it's broken, kind of
Yeah.
arrow pointing that way, and
Little
little
things
bits and
like that.
pieces like that. Yeah, where
Just while everyone's making camp.
Yeah, nice. So you kind of set up camp, bedrolls, little unfurled, little small fire, kind of coaxed to life. Flames sputter against kind of glowing dark orange. The glowing dark. It gets dark quick in the woods. As soon as the kind of light starts to go down, the natural canopies really does turn from kind of daytime to dusk very quickly.
I'll light the fire with just a flame.
As the kind of sound of the wild kind of closes in, birds in the trees, bits and pieces like this, distant owls, a few rustles of branches as the wind kind of just slowly.
Can I pull Sebastian out, find a stick,
Yep.
and cut him open,
Nice.
stick him on the stick, and just sit there by the fire.
Roll
Thank you for the fire, Thea.
Roll a survival check for me.
21.
So you got the fish, no spillage or anything like this, preparing really nicely.
Does anyone have any of
There's
that?
a little bit of like wild garlic that you kind of see, so you kind of prepare some of that and prepare it with Sebastian. Really make for what's going to be a tasty meal.
Yeah, I'll get some of Gilbert's best biscuits and sprinkle a little bit,
Oh,
just for a little
like
bit of.
like a
bread
crumb, like a little bread crumb.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've got some more. You can probably place it on top and then double the biscuit.
Some mould.
No, so I've got some more of the biscuits.
No, I've used my biscuits. I wouldn't want to use yours. That's your food.
It is fine.
No, it's fine.
I'll go out and look for some berries to refill in my pouch. And as I walk to find berries, you see Thea, she's got like unlimited tree seeds and plant seeds that she just sprinkles when she walks. So as she's looking for berries, she's just sprinkling seeds all over, and she collects berries and puts them in her pouch.
To have a little forage. So roll a nature check. No, roll a nature check, please.
19.
19. But yeah, you find quite a few different berries. There's a few little mushrooms that are growing on the tree. Some chicken of the woods that you're able to kind of cut off and.
Some what?
It's a type of mushroom that kind of like grows.
Chicken?
Chicken of the woods. It's like you cut it all off. It's like really thick. You're able to cut it into slices and think, yeah, that'll be decent for later. Find some other berries, some of the wild garlic and bits and pieces that was growing nearby.
That's my dinner.
Managed to gather a few nice little bits and pieces.
Violet
You
immediately,
get the biscuit, yeah.
immediately as sort of the fire is lit and bedrolls are out and everything else, plonks her butt down onto the bedroll, biscuit in one hand, book in the other hand.
Just to chat. Are you around, Borin?
Yeah, I'll probably
It's quite a small area, so you probably all
I'd probably
quite.
have come back after making me. Do you reckon I'll have come back now by making the tracks a bit more cleaver?
Oh
in
yeah,
case anything happens
yeah,
in the night,
definitely.
I pull out my pipe, got a pipe very
ornate hand
Kind of what we do in campaigns, James.
Well, this seems familiar.
Well, this seems
Where's
familiar.
this happened before?
Have a few long drags on the pipe. I see your pipe is of fine quality.
Way, this is passed down to generations. It was once my dad's, my granddad's, now mine.
Oh,
So-
wonderful.
Yeah, it's a good pipe it is.
I bought mine in Solaris in one of the finest tobacco shops around.
Oh, look at that. Oh, what's that like?
Look at the draw action, watch.
It's a solid jaw for sucking.
That is a good suckling, let me tell you.
Absolutely fantastic, that jaw like.
Can you smell that? Some sort of fish with a herb crumb. Delicious.
I'm just scrunning Sebastian completely.
What have you got there,
He's using
Russell?
his name.
It's Sebastian.
Oh, the talking fish from earlier.
Well, talking to Thea, apparently, yeah. Yeah, he's quite tasty, actually. He's good fish.
Any leftovers?
Oh. There, you enjoy that, good sir.
Oh, it's delicious. Best meal I've had in a while. Thank you. Honestly, couldn't have done it without you.
Yeah, I guess I'll just.
You can have a little bit if you want, as like a thank you.
Thanks, fine. I'll just eat my berries and my
I've got,
greens.
I've got a couple of loose, like, ham in me, like, it's very old. It's probably, I'm just going to need it boiled a lot, like, yeah.
Boiled.
Boiled ham.
Oh, it's a mess.
I think we should come
Some
up
more
with a plan.
What we're going to do for food, because I've not got much, like,
Oh,
all my food's off.
I'll offer you some of my greens
Can I
and
have some
mushrooms.
biscuits? No,
I
you're
got
all
some.
right.
I got some.
I don't want, I'm not.
It's iron.
Give Bourne some biscuits.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, because all my food's pretty much off, mate. Like I said, my ham's all mouldy.
We are friends now, so I will share what I have.
Appreciate it. I'm happy to pay you.
I don't need to pay me. I don't need to pay it as long as you are satisfied with the food. It's not great.
Is it not good, is it not?
I'll let you decide. You give it a taste.
I mean, I guess if I have, according to...
It gives sustenance.
Yeah, I guess according to Gilbert, if I have it.
Sorry, are you talking about my best biscuits here?
I mean, I'm giving you honest feedback.
Well,
the recipe could use a little work.
It's not quite ready for market. The initial product launch was more of a taste, just a dip my toes to see how the consumer responded.
Aye.
You know, I sold quite a few, but maybe the recipe could be
Well, I was just about
refined
to
a
say,
bit.
if it's not ready for market, why are you selling it?
Well, it's a funny story. It's in the warehouse district, and some person from the Navy said to me had a large store of naval biscuits that were going out of date, and I picked them up for quite a bargain, rebranded them, and sold them as Gilbert's Best Biscuits.
Naval.
So these
So
are
these are out of date.
No. Naval biscuits never go out of date. They're triple baked. No moisture in them whatsoever.
Oh, he's aye. Inside check.
Do I need to roll it?
That
is true.
That's
Yeah.
the case. Yeah.
I mean, I've all terrible anyways, but...
But yeah, he's-
7.
You believe him?
So I get a
yeah,
sense
yeah,
that he's
yeah,
not
yeah.
Oh, so that's fantastic. I thought, like, everything had an expiry date, to be honest, like.
Naval biscuits are really baked, all the moisture out so they can't spoil, for grand voyages. You know, so sailors would nibble on these for months at a time out to sea. The only thing you can't do is get them wet. They turn into an instant slurry, which is why I think the fish enjoyed them so much.
You might be onto something there.
Sebastian wouldn't eat the biscuit.
Yes, but do you remember the other boat we came? I thought I saw one of them throw the box in the river. He must have dropped it by accident. But there was a flurry of fish afterwards.
I did see that, like, I did.
I did see that.
And again, we rebrand again. Best biscuits, best bait biscuits. It's an evolving situation.
BBB.
Violet,
Yes?
can your midnight, I presume, can see in the dark? It's called she's called midnight?
Yes.
Do you think you could be able to see if they perhaps may have made camp?
Oh, yes, I could take a look. Just send her up and have a fly.
If there's a camp, there would be more darkness in the light, I would think.
Yes, no problem. She can't go so far from me, but if she can have a look around here, certainly.
Might as
Roll
well.
perception.
Can't see it. Oh no. Midnight sees absolutely nothing. 6.
She must be tired. It's been a long day.
Side track pan, field mouse that runs across the field.
Oh, she kicked me out. She spotted something. She wanted to chase it. Sorry.
I don't want to alarm anyone. I've obviously travelled to the width and breadth of the Empire, and I've noticed we've lit a fire, which I'm most appreciative for. My old bones need a good warming up after a long day on the river. But prying eyes could also see our fire, so may I suggest if we do bed down, one or two of us take turns and watch. Maybe a couple of hours each person would not deter from exhaustion from the rest of the group. What does everyone think of that?
I don't mind going first, so it's lighter, so I can see better. I can't see in the pitch black.
Anything that you see suspicious, just rouse the rest of us.
I'll go first.
What about anyone else?
I'll be honest, like, if I could just quickly get it out there to the group, like, I've been one all day, so I'd prefer if I can get a kip now, and then I can do the last one, because I am absolutely knackered, like.
That makes sense.
So if I could do that, that would be ideal.
I think I agree with you. My shoulders feel like
Aye. You've been rowing all day as well, haven't you?
an old man.
Shall we do the first
Of course.
watch together?
The gentlemen can sleep and the ladies can keep watch.
Oh, hang on.
I'm going to just meditate for
I
a
know-
while.
I know I did say that, but a gentleman should always accompany a lady.
We're okay.
So I will sacrifice the last of us.
Oh no, Warren, honestly, we'll be
We're
fine.
fine.
And we'll wake you
Oh,
if
I
anything
do
happens.
insist.
All
You
you
know.
have to do is sit and look.
We're fine. Go
You
to
sure?
sleep. Yes.
Are you sure?
Of course.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'll get the kip then.
Okay.
So I'll kind of go off, sort of somewhere near, not too far away from the fire, because I want the warmth.
Yeah, yeah. It's
So
not
sort
a,
of
it's
bed
not,
down.
it's not a
It's like a
massively
little
big
glade
area.
sort of thing, yeah.
So I would, you guys are all just literally around the kind of central fire where this kind of small hill just kind of comes down.
Perfect.
All the bedrolls are in the centre. 2 people on the watch. You just kind of come over to where the tree is, and you kind of sit underneath the tree and just kind of look down slowly at the hill, just kind of sweeping down.
Russell doesn't have a bedroll. He's
He's just
literally just
on the
lying
sat
on the floor.
on-
He's put his anchor on the floor and he's kind of using it as a headrest.
Yeah.
Well, when we first started, I'll just walk around the camp once with the flame in my hand, just looking, and then I'll go and sit underneath the tree and meet with Pilot.
For the 2 moons, they are present in the sky as well. Doesn't mean
So
it's-
I'm in my meditative state in front of the fire.
just sitting to
I'm looking up.
Everyone going to sleep now, yeah?
Just meditation.
Cool.
It's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
trance.
So, okay, yep.
So when you come back to the tree, Violet's just sat with her nose in the book. And as you approach, she sort of like snaps it shut. And she says, "You know, before,
Yes.
when you were saying about your magic and the control and all of that, would you like to do a little, practice?"
I would. I'm not that confident with my magic yet. I haven't had it for that long, unfortunately.
I don't know if you can do anything like this. And then she dives into her bag and pulls out another book, a separate book, a smaller book, which is sort of a brown leather-bound, little sort of A5 size book. And when you look at it, it's just covered in arcane runes. And she flicks it open and she flicks through pages like frantically, and she's like, there, this one. It's quite a basic one. So a lot of people use this as like practice for when they're just first learning. And I don't know if you perhaps could could you make out the symbol for this one? You see, it's sort of like a little curl, and then there's this, and then the way basically you say that is so you it might help you to close your eyes first time. That's the way I always do it. I always close my eyes and I think really hard, and then I say Kiruni. And then I sort of think really hard on what I want to happen, and then just a small little tiny sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Sort of like little elemental shifts. So like in the wind or in some flame, or, oh, you produce flame. Karuni! And then the flame, instead of being your usual flame, turns purple.
Oh.
See?
Yeah. I can't do that, but I can do this, and I'll just point at you, and you can hear me in your head. I'll say, "Hi, my name is Thea."
I can do this too!
Can you?
And so she points back at you.
Fighting at
Brilliant! I knew we'd have something in common.
I know.
We can practice together
We can
like
do
this.
We can do
All
this.
right.
No one can hear us.
So basically, we just
We're
spend the next
we're
half
like
an hour.
Point till they get stabbed in the neck by bandits.
I'll say,
You hear a low growl.
Did you hear that?
I don't like this.
So she's gonna stand up. Midnight will fly off her shoulder, and she's gonna, using her dark vision, look around.
I've got a flame in my hand.
60 feet she's got.
Sitting all kind of surrounding Russell, just to the side of him, where the fish bones sit on the ground.
Oh, balls.
Fuck's sake.
Are 4 large wild dogs. Well, they're not wild, but they're definitely strays. He's got
Are they big?
large leather straps on, clearly war dogs from maybe the infantry or the Imperials that have got away.
Right.
However, they're not away now.
Are they big?
They're big
Like big.
and they look hungry.
I
I'd like everyone to roll initiative, please.
Whoa!
Before I do, okay.
I open my eyes at initiative.
Do we roll a disadvantage because we're asleep?
Not for initiative, but the dogs will certainly.
I think I can still slightly hear my surroundings and stuff when I'm in trance. So like,
Yeah, you're fully aware of what's going on around you, I think.
Yeah, I just read it there, to be fair.
I'm flat out there.
It's not like you're not
Yeah,
asleep,
it's like
you're just like
you're not
meditating.
unconscious and you still remain aware of your surroundings. You can hear sounds of reactions, but the perception might be slightly diminished compared to when you're fully awake. But ultimately, it's DM's discretion how he wants to use it.
Can I continue what I was gonna say to Violet in that moment as she notices?
Mhm.
Can I see what she sees? Is it?
Well,
is
yeah,
it,
it's just literally in front of you.
is it obvious?
Yeah.
So I'm still pointing towards Violet, and as
Battle cam.
Whey!
and as the dogs come up, I say to her in a message, "Shall I turn into a wolf? I don't know what to do in this situation."
Go for it.
Okay, has everyone rolled initiative, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, sweet. Okay, what is 25 to 20?
Brilliant.
Okay.
The wolves.
Brilliant.
20 to 15.
17.
17.
What's your dex?
Rollies.
What's my dex?
Yeah, I think your dex.
18.
Yeah, you're first.
Okay, and then 15 to 10.
Oh my
I'm
god,
gonna
are you joking?
Guys, this campaign was supposed to last for like a couple of years.
10 to 5.
7.
5.
Oh my.
Oh.
Idiot. Violet's a bit like,
You heard him when he said war dogs, yeah?
What the fuck?
The fish was worth it, for the record.
It was really nice playing Thea.
7, did you say?
7.
And 5.
The dexterous monk gets 7.
Okay.
point of order. Was my mage armor when we got off the boat less or more than 8 hours ago?
Less. You still got mage armor.
Awesome.
What's the initiative order? Who's first?
Dogs, Gilbert, Russell, Gwendon, Thea, Lauren, Violet.
Oh my gosh.
Dogs,
I
Gilbert,
want to
Russell.
eat biscuits.
Thea, Boren, Gilbert.
Let me see something about whilst I'm just sorting this out. about the
Fear.
potential future.
What?
Yeah,
Who is
yeah.
it?
Just whilst I'm fiddling around here.
The dogs. Gilbert, Russell, Thea.
Warren, Violet.
So just I suppose while we're waiting for Neil to do his stats for the doggies, if anyone would like to contact us to be any future sponsors, please email us at brits.crits@gmail.com, and we're really looking forward to hearing from anyone. Any sponsors, anyone want to get in touch and do any partnership deals with any miniatures or any scenery or anything like that, we are open to any and all offers.
Yeah, 100%.
Remember, the Emperor's wealth is your prosperity.
Oh man.
We still got the point of exhaustion on from.
We didn't get
We
it.
didn't get it.
Yeah,
it.
in the end.
Stopped.
Oh,
Slow it down.
Oh, we didn't get any rest.
We don't need it. We haven't done
Anyone
anything.
got any rest
I-
really?
I've got 2
You've
left.
cast 2 spells.
Well,
Who?
I
yeah,
haven't.
still, are they,
It's cantrips.
Hmm?
Cantrips.
Cure wounds. Speak with animals.
Oh fuck.
I did a spell as well when my cure wounded.
Cure wounds as well. Yeah,
I've
so
only
did
had
Russell
a
when he fixed
I've
it.
only had a short rest, I'm assuming, before the doggies come now.
Yeah, you was rowing. You wouldn't have had a shot.
How long did
Within
we...
the time of camp and food and everything, you would have all had a short rest whilst
Short
you've been
rest.
eating and everything like that. Yeah, definitely.
I don't think I'll get anything back from that.
No.
Okay. So the dogs, noticing the kind of movement, one of them kind of wearily kind of moves forward and kind of and he's going to bite at Russell's leg.
Like Dorian's.
Are you asleep at
18
this
to
point,
hit?
Russell?
18 to hit?
Yep.
So he kind of gets a bite and yanks and kind of pulls at the leg. Apologies. That's 5 points of piercing damage. As
Yep.
it kind of bites deep into the calf and kind of yanks and pulls back.
Yeah.
As that yelp, you yelp, that wakes the rest
Everybody
of
up.
people up.
Yeah.
The startle movement
You want to
of
stand
that.
us up?
No, you haven't got up.
Oh, we haven't got up.
No, so
Don't do that on yet.
that was this one. This one here, with you waking up, he's going to do exactly the same thing for Gilbert. I've got advantage on these because you're all prone.
Yes. Did you do it against me?
No. That's fine.
You might
Move
have
on
crit.
now. That's alright, it's fine. 17 to hit.
I'm on 17, so,
So
that
that
hits.
hits?
Yeah.
So, oh, that's
Oh, no,
7.
15, sorry, 15.
So that's 7 points of damage. This one kind of bites into the top of your bicep, Gilbert, and kind of yanks, actually pulling you with the foot as it kind of pulls back. These are big, strong dogs, okay?
Level 2. It hurts when you get hit for 7.
I know.
This one moves around for Gilbert.
What?
Maybe for some of us.
And this one's going to be line for the girls.
Okay.
Not for Gilbert, for...
Gwendon, sorry.
Gwendon.
Apologies. Gwendon, so get on the floor.
Did this one run away from next to me? The one that went for Violet and Fear?
No, this was the one that was right at the back, so it was no opportunity attack. 16 to hit. Violet? Sorry, Gwendon.
Oh, if I was going to me.
Apologies.
No.
16 hits. It's only 3 points of damage. As it tries to bite at the deceptionally long robes, it doesn't kind of get through and kind of purchase where it does. Certainly does pierce and pull skin, but doesn't get nowhere near as much purchase as on the other ones. The one comes up behind you, Violet. No advantage on that one, but a 19 to hit.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, so kind of jumping up, this one doing 8 points of damage. As it kind of bites deep at the top of the thigh, kind of hit and drags and kind of pulls. And that is the end of the dog's go.
Did you say 8?
Yes, 8 points of damage.
Do I
Gilbert,
get any sense of reaction after I did that to her? Because I'm... No, nothing, okay.
Gilbert, you're up. Russell, you're on deck.
So with my movement, I'd like to stand up.
Yep.
Does he get an opportunity attack if I stand
No,
up?
you haven't moved away from this thing, but that's half your movement done.
And then I am going to draw my dagger and try and plunge it into the dog's neck.
Nice.
So that is a dirty 20.
There it is.
And then 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage, nice. Hurts the dog. Lets out a massive leak as it tries to kind of hum back, one of its legs kind of pulled up and paw ready to go.
And then I think that's it for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ross?
Russell just kind of groans. Oh, I didn't want to take a watch. Oh. He kind of pushes himself up off one hand, and then with the other hand he just kind of grabs his anchor off the floor and like swings it in this uppercut towards the mouth of the dog with reckless abandon for natural 20.
Hey.
Woohoo!
Crit
nice.
hits, crit hits.
So what are we doing? Doubling the
So,
roll or roll?
Yeah,
two dice?
no. So yeah, roll. Double the
dice.
dice.
So that's 4, 1, 5. That's 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
10 points of
Just
bludgeoning.
slams into the jaw of the dog, and it is launched back 10 feet with my push weapon mastery. That's new in the 2024 rules.
As it comes back, it hits against the rock. It takes 1 point of bludgeoning damage, and that dog dies. Lets out one yelp as it kind of just falls back.
He just kind of looks around. Any of the dogs look like they're after him?
Say again?
Any of the dogs look like they're wanting to come after him next?
Potentially, maybe might not be able to gauge it as much this round from your position line on the floor.
He's just gonna. Sorry, he stood up.
Okay.
He stood up in that motion.
Yeah.
Half movement, and I'm going to use my other half of my movement to go to the opposite side of the campfire, just kind of like slowly
So
dragging
kind of,
my anchor
like
through.
kind of come around here, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Gwendon, you're up. Thea, you're on deck.
It's going to wake up, obviously. Ah! Just got bitten. Get up and assess my surroundings. I can see Russell's over there, so I'm going to disengage from the dog.
Okay.
And move towards Russell. Behind him.
So
What are you
use
doing?
your action to disengage, and you're just going to back up here, yeah?
Yes, I'm just running away.
Okay. Yep. End of your go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Any heals?
There.
Oh, you use your action to disengage, so there's nothing you
I was down. Are you dying?
No, I've already killed one. That's surely that one's yours.
No, don't worry about it.
Okay. Gwendon, that's your go. Thea, you're up.
I will.
Brian, you're on deck.
I'm on deck.
Yep.
Okay.
Same Brian's on deck.
I will turn into a panther.
Okay.
Please.
Nice.
Thanks.
Nice.
There's another one.
Cool. I don't think I could do anything else. Can I move closer towards the dog that
This one?
bit Violet?
You're right, pretty much right in front of it anyways.
Ah, I thought I'd move.
Make a bonus action to transform in the new rules. Isn't it a bonus action for everyone?
I believe it is a bonus action to worship, and then you can attack it.
Oh,
For everyone,
well,
I think they changed it.
okay. So first, then, can I produce a flame and just throw it at it?
Yeah. So you're
Or-
doing that before you transform?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
Is that allowed? Thanks. And one.
This is what you do. What you do? Just a cantrip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a bonus action. Produce flame.
I know, but it's
You
Is
can't
it
do two
produce?
bonus
Is it
actions.
fliable or produce flame?
produce flame.
That's
Yeah,
a bonus
so you-
action.
yeah,
and
you
it's
can't use
wild
fire.
shape's a bonus action.
I'll just wild shape then. That's what I'll do
Yeah.
then.
Okay.
Sick.
Yeah, that's it.
And are you attacking as the panther?
Can I attack on the same one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bonus action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll attack. I will. I'll pounce on it and I'll melee, like just slash it.
Nice.
Okay. Roll for damage. Roll to hit. Sorry.
Natural one.
That's one. So unfortunately, you miss. Kind of lunging wild.
I
and you hit
miss.
Violet next to you.
Damn. Roll for damage.
Roll for damage, please.
See you, man.
Okay. Three.
Oh!
You kind of get scratched by this panda as it kind of comes down.
It'll do it.
Theo!
I'll do it and I'll go.
Oh, I see. No control. All right.
Yeah, that's the reason.
Okay, Warren, you're up.
I'll use half my movement. Well, I'll use half my movement to get up.
Yep.
I mean, can I get to any of them from where I am?
Yeah, you'll be able to get to this dog,
Who's? I'll run over to the one in front of us, that one eye. And as I'll run over, I'll slide on my knees and throw an uppercut.
Nice.
As I slide on my knees, there might be a bit of a lump in the floor. You see, because I rolled a natural one. So I did a somersault.
So as you slide on the knees, you just cane your knee on a big rock, you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage, and you knock yourself prone, so you're now lying. The dog's there, and you just like basically power slid in, bump, you just kind of fall over. So you're now just like lying.
This is going so well.
Am I prone next to you? You can't attack when you're prone, can you?
Yeah, it's just disadvantage.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So you are next to us, yeah, but you're on the floor. You
bonus
didn't get
action.
back up.
I can't get back up.
Oh no, you just attacked. Oh, but you can bonus action. Sorry, apologies, yes.
So bonus action. I'm not going to use flurry of blows because.
Put him up.
What a nightmare, Bun. Hang on, what am I going to do?
2 natural ones in a row.
He's not used to fighting dogs like Boris.
He's not. He's not.
He's used to fighting
In Bowen's
things bigger
defense,
than
he's not.
He's trying to like jab a dog in the face.
Right, I'm going to use. I'm going to use just normal Cation defense. So, but I'm not going to expend a focus point for it. So I'd get the dodge. I get the dodge action as a bonus. So as I've obviously tried to throw this uppercut and fallen over and landed prone, I've kind of curled up in a ball to defend myself.
Right. Okay. Nice.
And that is my bonus action.
Nice. Okay, Violet, you're up.
So, Violet, having been mauled by 2 animals, looks a bit rough and just out of sheer panic turns to the dog, which obviously has the time to her first, and just very, very swiftly whips her little astrolabe out of her robe pocket and touches 3 different points on the spinning orbs of the astrolabe and calls out in Elven, and just this huge crackling beam of purple energy lances all of the foot or whatever it is between the dog and her, so it looks ridiculous. There's just this huge bright light and this massive noise of lightning, and yes, then she casts Witchbolt at this naughty little doggy.
Nice.
Which one doesn't hit me? Ah, this one. That one does hit me. That is plus 6, 15. Yes, thank God. Right, 2d12. Oh! Let's go.
2d12. Wow.
2d12. Come on, doggy. Nice. Not too bad. So 12. Oh no, plus. No, not plus. 12.
So this kind of lightning kind of pulsating from the astrolabe goes down to the dog and literally causes it to explode. Covered in blood and guts.
Take
this
that!
dog just in front of you, like literally the only thing left of it is the leather straps that was attached to its harness.
Awesome.
Just for clarity,
Oh my God.
the patient defense, I have to use a focus point to get the dodge. So
Okay.
I will have done that. So I've lost 1 focus point.
Right, okay, okay, the dogs that are left, one of them is going to attack Gilbert. Sorry. Have we got Gilbert?
I'll be prone as well. I'm standing up at
This
the
one's
moment.
not with advantage, so. So, as a 19 to hit,
Hits.
there's 4 points of damage. So this one goes kind of low this time, kind of darting, tries to again go for your kind of the legs. It kind of bites, doesn't manage to latch on, kind of spins around now, kind of facing the other way. The next one's attacking Grinnan. 16 to hit.
Where's
it?
that one?
Attack
I
at
don't
me.
think it's not.
Oh, apologies. I
Attack
thought.
me.
Sorry, I thought I was on the camera. That looks
Did
mad.
you straight roll it?
Yeah, so it's just straight roll again.
Because I got the dodge.
Yes.
And you did have advantage because I'm prone.
Yeah, so it's just
Just
straight
straight
roll.
roll.
Straight roll.
What did you roll? 16?
16.
Mine's 17.
60, so it doesn't.
Nice.
So as it kind of lunges in to get you, just managed to
Roll
roll out the way.
Roll out the way.
Yeah, 100%.
Go fly
And,
me out. Roll.
okay, Gilbert, you're up.
So having been bitten savagely twice, Gilbert now is getting a bit annoyed. Rightly so.
Right.
So he's going to take this dagger that's already dripping in this sort of dark red sort of blood from the dog, and he's going to try and come down on it and pierce the dog's skull at the top of his head.
Nice.
That is a 21.
The hits.
Dirty.
Hits.
5.
Dog goes still on the blade and slides out and
Slides
slides down.
Oh.
So the gold hilted dagger that's got the ITG logo in the back just remains perfectly still as this dog kind of tongue hangs out, eyes go wide.
As it kind of tries to jump up,
Yeah.
just straight into the top of it.
And then it slides off and crumbles to the floor.
Yeah, blood dripping from the dagger.
Good God, I've never done anything like that before.
Exhilarating.
Yeah. Russell just kind of like, he looks a bit bored, and he kind of strolls over to the wolf that's gnashing boring whilst it's not kind of looking. And he just shoulders the anchor up kind of above his head as he just kind of lets it just drop on the back of the wolf.
You got
Using
advantage.
a reckless attack. I'm recklessly attacking anything.
Okay, nice.
I'm always recklessly attacking Russell is. That's a 19 to hit. For 9 points of bludgeoning damage. It just slams down on its back.
Hurting it out a lot. It winces, rolls in pain. Blood kind of, as literally just as a few ribs kind of crack, almost how it's still kind of on its feet. God only knows, but it's still kind of vicious now, as it's literally moments away from death.
I've weakened it for you, Borin. You're welcome.
Okay,
That's my turn.
Gwendon, you're up.
I'm sorry, Russell. Just took me by surprise. So I've got to trace a moon with my hands. And fate pointed towards the hound. I'm sorry, hound. Lunvel Selkar. Like a big glowing beam of light. Not like, it's like white light. You have to make a, is it a
Sacred flame.
Sacred flame. You can make a dex save throw, take 1d8.
6.
Two points.
It's enough.
Still down.
I was going to say,
That's the weakest beam.
As you kind of launch out the
I
whelp
thought you
of
were
the
going to
dog.
heal the dog for a minute. I don't know why. I honestly
The
thought,
whelp
oh my
of the
God.
dog, 'cause it kind of, and then just falls. You just hear it.
Oh, that made me feel a very sinking inside. I did not like that.
It was
Any more?
probably a nicer way to go than being smacked on the head by an anchor. Or exploded.
Yes, I've never caused
Yeah.
harm like that before. Though.
Thea's still a panther. She just kind of turns to Violet and Lems.
Violet pats her on the head.
She's lined
It's all
up.
right. It's fine. I'm okay. I'm all right.
Where have they come from? Are these just wild dogs? Did they have armor, leather on them?
From their harnesses, I'd say probably not.
Can I go over to one of the bodies and sniff it since I'm a panther? Better nose than a human, isn't it?
Smells like a dog.
Doesn't. I didn't.
You can't smell another scent on it or anything.
That's what I was
Campfire
thinking.
smells
Nothing.
It just smells like they're just dogs, just wild dogs.
But they've got armour on. Can I smell the armour?
Yeah.
What does it smell like?
Leather.
Right, okay.
Just like leather straps. There's no. They look like they've not been kept at all.
Just wild.
Wild now.
Like there's, as I say, there's roll an investigation.
Well, you've said it now.
I'm going to put up my giant. Advantage. What am I rolling? Investigation.
I'm gonna
16.
17.
Yeah. So as I say, you deduce that they look like warhounds. They're large breeds of dogs. You can imagine they were once just kind of quite a lot of loose skin, so they probably were a lot larger. They probably haven't been fed for a long time. They've turned very kind of savage. All the metal that was on the harnesses have rusted. Some of the straps have gone. There's fleas the size of ticks. They look like they've been out here for who knows how long.
Poor
They were
creatures.
just hungry.
But you recognise them to be the same type of hounds that the Imperials often use. So they would probably just manage to get away, or who knows, maybe a garrison that's fallen, they've just taken to the wild. You could deduce a lot of different things.
As I've taken quite a lot of bitey damage, I kind of stumble and use my quarterstaff to hold me upright, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself. The ITG obviously wants their traders to... they're going into hostile territory, so they have a very small pendant that's got the ITG symbol on. It's around his neck, and he kind of holds that, and as he does it, a glowing light comes around his arm and then kind of goes over his body. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds and regain 7 points of damage.
Violet just collapses back down on the ground next to the tree, leans up against the tree as she's bleeding profusely.
I'm going to come and save you.
That was
In a moment.
intense.
In a moment.
Never done anything like that before.
You see Quinton as she kind of run over. Roll a medicine check.
6, 11.
Yeah, there's multiple puncture wounds. Top of her shoulder. Also, like top of her, like the bicep, one on kind of the thigh. She's been, and there's quite a lot of blood. You don't know whether the one in the legs maybe hit her.
And this from.
There's
No, that
scratch
was
marks that look like they came from a panther, and there's a big old bite mark that looks like it came from a dog.
Rest assured, Violet, I've got-
She's still lying there like.
I place my hand on Violet. And
She lets you
like
lie
Cure
on
Wounds.
her because she's warm.
So you just feel a cold feel around the wound. And then, roll now, I don't know. Sorry. Don't wait there. Just, I need power to charge it. 8.
Nice.
Nice for you.
Yes, thank you.
Sorry, Violet. These dogs are dangerous. They bit me as well, it hurts.
Oh yes, I mean, your magic is so cool.
Yes. It's cold
my-
and soothing. It's like an ice pack.
Yes, my mother's is completely different. Wonderful, thank you.
It's okay.
Can I just,
Are you okay, Russell?
yeah, I'm fine. Can I just ask a question? Just real quick.
Of course you can.
Can you understand as well as you're a creature?
I think so.
I'll talk. Can I
I'm
talk
still-
to her head?
What
I'm
are you
still-
doing when I say that?
I'm just lying there. I'm
got her head
lying
on my
next to.
knee.
I'm
Yeah,
lying
like-
next to Violet.
Well, I'm going to assume you can understand me.
Well, hang on,
I
wait,
say
wait,
I
wait,
can.
wait,
I
you
can't
can.
talk
hang on.
to you.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait a minute. Can you understand what we're saying? Message into your brain.
Can I reply?
Yeah. Yes, completely.
Yes.
Brilliant. Right, I'm glad you can understand this, right? So, who was on watch?
Yes, that was us.
Right. As in, you were Violet and Panther Lady over here.
Yes, there.
You guys were both on watch.
We were.
And I
We
got
owe you an
bitten
apology. Yes,
by
I
a
appreciate
dog.
that. Yes.
whilst I was sleeping.
In our defence,
Growl.
they were quite stealthy.
What were you doing when you were on watch?
Yeah, good question.
Having
Gil.
a discussion. We were just talking to each other and watching.
Scanning the horizon like
at all times. Yes. I have dark vision. I was keeping quite the eye out.
You were, to be fair.
Roll interception.
We were. I'm not gonna lie. We were.
Dirty 20.
Ooh, 7.
Ooh.
17.
17.
Wait for it.
Dirty 20.
No. What did you get?
Dirty 20.
Nice. So she seems like she's.
We were keeping an eye out.
Sneaky dogs.
Yeah, I mean.
Looks like it's just been one of those circumstances.
They were the fastest dogs I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Just straight in and mauled you.
Yeah.
We didn't
so,
even have a chance.
The more you talk, the more the panther's tail just
So-
fucking wags and wags more upons me.
usually, when you're on watch, you kind of like protect the people that you're watching over. Do you know what I mean?
We didn't get the chance.
You're
I know.
Stop making those noises. I can't understand. I mean, come on, guys. I mean,
Can I drop it?
Anytime you
Sure.
like.
Fucking drop it.
you just got your head in Violet's lap. Oh, welcome back to the world.
Hey. We were watching,
Right? Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We were watching.
Mhm.
What do you want us to do? The dogs came. How can we? What do you want us to do?
Well, I'm going to put it out there, right? I've never been on a watch and allowed any of my charges to be attacked before. It's
How
just
do we not allow it? What do you want us
just
to do?
keep a better eye out.
Genuinely,
You just,
though, how
you
do
know,
you want us to
you
not
make
allow
a
it?
perimeter, you walk around.
Did I walk
you,
around?
You
split,
did.
Yeah.
I'll show you how you did. I'll get the next watch.
Yeah,
We'll watch the next
Yeah,
watch
we'll
and we'll
watch
see
the
if
next
we'll
watch.
get attacked.
Yeah, me and
Okay.
Brian will get the next watch.
It
Guarantee
seems unlikely
you,
that we'll be
right?
attacked twice in one night. I'm just saying.
Guarantee you, both of you guys, you're going to wake up sweet
Oh,
and
no.
sound in the morning.
Aye.
No
Aye.
interruptions whatsoever.
And do you know the difference between the two watches? Because we're watching.
I think it's because we're men.
Let us all
I'd
calm
like
down,
you
okay?
all
Let us
to
all
roll a
calm.
perception check, please.
Calm down. Let's calm down, people.
I wasn't
It
watching.
has happened.
I rolled exactly the same in the trace out.
It has happened now. Let's calm down.
14. 14.
19.
Let's
I got 14.
20.
30,
I got 9 and a 5.
Gilbert, Quindon. You hear a muffled voice in the distance. None of you do, but you hear a muffled voice.
Yes,
in
it
the
totally wasn't our fault, so I don't know what you're on
distance.
about.
We've been lost in this fucking wood for hours. And that is where we will end.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Okay?
I was about to be like, Panther again, quick!
So, thank you again, guys, for a wicked session.
you.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. Appreciate to you guys as well, everyone watching.
I'm happy to cure wounded.
Shock. We'll see you on the next one. Lots of love, everybody. We'll see you around the table.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.